Hello and welcome back. My name is Fractal Mind Mike, and it's great to see you all. Welcome back again. We're going to be playing some The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. The Lost Files of Sherlock Holmes, sorry, not The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. It's an adventure game called The Lost Files of Sherlock Holmes. Welcome back. It's been a while. It's been, I think, gee, I don't even remember the last day I streamed, actually. I know I missed Wednesday when I was hoping to make the Wednesday stream, but family event came up that I had actually forgotten that was scheduled for that day, so that's why I wasn't on Wednesday. But anyway, we're back. We're ready for another session of this game. I'm just going to turn down the music before I turn it on and see if it actually works this time. It never seems to work. Okay, there you go. It is working. Good. Well, good to see you there, everyone. Welcome, Grognak. Good to see you, Tudo. Good to see you there, Killick. Not that cat. Welcome, Cybersec Frosty, your legend. How's it going? How's it going, Grognak? How's it going, Herbal Dance? Good to see you. I'm sure there's a lot more people in the chat that I haven't said hello to. I'm sorry about that. Hope you're all doing very well. Proton, good to see you. You have another Jester remix. That's your latest one? Nice. I'll download it and have a listen later. Let me see if I can get that open. Good to see you, Foamed Serpent77 as well. Welcome back. Good Ginger Buddha, good to see you as well. Hope you're having a good day today. 3 weeks till PAX? Yeah, it's exciting, right? It is exciting. Alright, I'm downloading that file. I'll throw that in the music folder soon. Thank you, Proton. Hey!
When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be a sub.
I didn't expect that. I hadn't read the whole message. Thank you. That's very funny. Thank you, Serpent77, for the support. I appreciate that. 14 legendary months of support. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And yeah, it's true. It's true. Whatever. Once you've eliminated the impossible, then whatever remains, however improbable it is, a sub. Okay. All right. It's been a big week for me, but I don't have much to talk to you about. It's been that big of a week. I've had barely any time to do anything exciting or interesting to share with you. It's all stuff like, you know, it's important to me, but I don't know if you would if I would share it. I mean, you know, my daughter came back from Japan today, which is cool. We all know she went off on a trip it was 2 weeks ago basically, so 15 days ago. Yeah, it's been a big deal. Music's a bit loud now? Okay, sorry. It's really quiet in my ear, and I just assumed it was too quiet. Let me just check my... Oh, my earbuds folded over itself, that's why. Okay. There you go. Yeah, that's too loud. Okay, sorry about that. The little silicone thing folded over itself, covering the earbud. Did she bring back any goodies? She did, actually, yeah. I didn't bring anything in to show you. I didn't think about doing that. I should have probably thought about doing that. But anyway, yeah, no, it's, she had a great time. That's all I'll say about it for now. Did she catch any rare Pokemon on Pokemon Go? I don't think she played any Pokemon Go while she was there. I did ask her to take photos of any retro computers she came across while she was there. She didn't, but her teacher did. Because she just didn't have her phone on her at the time when they saw those computers, so she got her teacher to take a photo. Hey, Barracle, it's good to see you. I don't know if the Go Live message went to Discord, I'm just double checking that. I'm very organized around here. Alright, everybody, let's get into it. Let's play some video game. I seriously don't have a lot to say. It's just been a very, very busy week for me. Life happens, right? You get busy. But I think I've said this a lot of times, but I think things are actually finally in a good state right now. So I think I'm back to a regular schedule. Of course, my wife is going to plan something for next Wednesday without checking with me, and then, you know, that'll mess up my week. But the plan is that I'll be back to regular schedule, and not just Friday, Saturday, Sundays. It should be every day that's on the schedule I should be streaming. And I should also be getting back to the game dev streams as well. yeah, that's been it's been too long. We got to get back into it, otherwise it'll never happen. So I'll be sharing some more info about that when we do finally get started with those. I'll start sharing information on this stream and giving you like a recap of like what's going on with the games, stuff like that. So if you're not watching the dev streams, you'll still be able to get some updates. Anyway, Nab, you're no good. let's get her in here. Yeah, I'll drag my daughter in. She can share her Japan trip with you all. I don't think that would go down well. I don't think she'd want to do that for starters. Anyway, I think we should dive into it and have a look at the video game. I got my. Oh no, has it failed? It failed one other time. Let me just see what's going on here. Okay, no, it seems to be working. Good. It's got a quiet intro, though. Every time I see the intro, I'm like, oh, why is it so quiet? Did I do something to the sound? But no, I'm quite sure that this is the way it's supposed to work. There it is. Oh, actually, I do have some news. I just remembered. My internet got upgraded. I now have more bandwidth. So that's nice. The Lost Files of Sherlock Holmes, 1992, and it looks this good. It's pretty impressive for a 1992 game. Anyway, let's skip ahead if I can, because we want to load our files, our lost files of Sherlock Holmes. I guess resume is the correct one to load. Usually is. Right, I really wanted to talk to Lestrade last time, and I couldn't figure it out. Like, the game really wouldn't let me. Let's just go through our inventory real quick. Okay, so I was stuck at the end of the last stream. I've remembered now. I remember where I was up to. I was completely stuck at the end of the last stream, and, I don't know what happened. I really don't. Oh, wait, what? You heard about that from another Aussie friend? I think they have to upgrade a router to get the new speed now. Oh, wow. Yeah, for us, it's basically fine, as far as I can tell. I'm just gonna make sure I've got the YouTube chat visible as well. I keep forgetting to make sure that's visible. 1 second here while I rearrange my entire life around making sure I have a chat visible. Alright, that's done. Yeah, what was I saying? I'm Alright, yeah, the internet speed thing. So the internet speed thing, like, I wasn't actually expecting it to happen when it did. I knew that it was coming, but I didn't realize it had arrived, actually. So, yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good to have a little surprise. I was talking to a colleague, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the new internet speeds are supposed to drop this week, aren't they?" And I was like, "Oh wait, yeah, let's check." Did a speed test, and I was like, "Oh, that's like triple the speed I used to get." So, yeah, it's gone up a lot. You're on NBN 50, still not eligible for the 100 to 500 upgrade, but we'll probably switch after you get back from Japan / PAX. Nice serpents. Very nice. Alright, I'm gonna drink some tea, and then I'm gonna look at the inventory. Yeah, we were completely stuck at the end of the last stream. Okay. Don't forget December's coming up as well. Keep an eye out for that. We're going to have, hopefully, registrations opening soon. If you're interested in joining up with the December streaming event for December this year. Alright, message requesting help, a number of business cards. Those are my business cards. Cigarette butts that we found at the scene of the crime. Did I ever use these on the lab table? I'm starting to think I never did. I think we should get these tested. Powdery specimen, iron bar, fun now. Handwritten card. Maybe we should inspect the handwritten card at the lab as well. This key that I was never able to use. Hi there, Damavanes. Good to see you. Karif Endor, your legend. Welcome back. Analysis results. Cufflink. We never really inspected the cufflink in any detail. Maybe we can try that on the lab table too. What we believe could be the murder weapon. A serrated... It's a serrated, blade. Scalpel. Which is what this case is supposed to be about. A smock, a leash, a wet rag, a hammer. Okay, we got a lot of useless junk. We got a pass. And a feathered dart. All very interesting. I think what we need to do is, yeah, let's go back to the lab and just try a couple things at the lab. It's probably not going to work. I may have already tried it, but I think it's worth just double-checking, investigating it, you know what I mean? You're a legend, Karee. Thank you. Hey there, Vinyl. Good to see you. G'day, Mike and Mike's voice. Glad to see you both. Yeah, my voice is back. It wasn't fully recovered when I streamed last time. Was that Friday night last week? Is that the last time I streamed? I was trying to remember when I last streamed. I think it might have been Friday night last week. Or was it Saturday night last week? Either way, I should not have done that because it completely blasted my voice and I had no voice left. So it's been it's been about a week since it was recovered. And I feel much better. I feel much better. So yeah, I guess that's a lesson for me. If I've lost my voice and I still haven't fully recovered, I probably shouldn't stream and do a lot of voice acting during the stream, which I did. Against my better judgment, mind you. I actually was like, oh, I probably shouldn't do all this, but I just did it anyway. Where the hell is our home base? Here it is. No, here it is. And yeah, I totally lost my voice. Like, it was completely croaky for like 2 or 3 days after that. And since then, it's had a chance to properly recover. So, yeah. You kind of missed me, Inside Out Boy. I missed you too. I missed everybody. I missed streaming. I really wanted to stream, but I knew that if I did, my voice would just not recover. And I've heard about people damaging their voice as well, so it was it's probably a good idea not to overdo it. It's really good to see you though, Inside Out Boy. And yeah, just to allay any concerns, I am actually feeling like pretty much 100% in terms of like the colds and the you know, the voice loss and stuff like that. It's all pretty much gone. Okay, we can't use the cigarette on the lab table. I had a feeling that we wouldn't be able to, but I just, like, at this point, I don't know what to do. So I think it's worth just digging in and checking a couple of these things. I'm really not enjoying this user interface. It's a little bit complicated. This smock is quite suspicious. Oops, not pick up. I think that's it. Okay, that's all the useful stuff we could have inspected. I feel like I have to do something with this knife. But I don't know what. The cufflink's also an interesting piece of yeah. What's the word I'm looking for here? Piece of evidence. I wonder if I could do something with this smock. What's this powdery specimen again? It was extracted from the wool of Sarah Caraway's dress. Smells distinctly of camphor. An envelope is sufficient to hold a small amount. So that's a specimen, and then we got the lab results from that. Common salt, soap, salt of tartar, and camphor. Analysis reveals trace amounts of powdered, highly toxic arsenic. The combination suggests because arsenical, soap, common preservative compound. So it's gotta be like every sign seems to point... It seems to point to this guy that's gone missing from the taxidermist. No, he's in prison. He's in prison right now. And we talked to him in prison. I guess let's go to prison again? Maybe there's more questioning we can do there? You don't know what to do with a knife? Hey, stop going ahead. How's it going, Damn it, Baines? I hope you're having a good week. Heading into the weekend with some spring in your step. Alright, where's the prison? Here. I gotta drink some more tea. I'm gonna make sure I keep this, keep my throat well lubricated. Alright, where's my permission? Give my pass to the guard. Okay, he's gonna let us in. And I'm gonna try... Let's see. Use powdery specimen on George Blackwood. Inventory. Use cufflink on George Blackwood. Inventory. Give cufflink George Blackwood. Let's just try talking to George Blackwood because nothing seems to be working. To whom did you try to sell Miss Carraway's jewelry? I've given you plenty, Holmes. How many others do you want me to drag down this hole? Okay. Let's check our journal. This is not good. Oh, I hate this journal experience. It's not fun. There is a search option though. That's pretty helpful. Maybe I should try that. Once I have something to search for. Let's look at him. Maybe get some description that will help us. Though of medium build, Blackwood looks small in his solitary cell. His hair is disheveled. His hooded eyes have disappeared beneath a furrowed brow. Large drops of sweat dot his forehead. Notwithstanding the fact that the room temperature is slightly lower than the meat locker. Interesting. So he's sweating up a storm. What does that mean? What do we do with this information? I don't know. Journal. Search. Blackwood. Not found. His name's Blackwood, right? I didn't make that up. Blackwood. George Blackwood. The words Blackwood don't show up in my journal? Search for Watson. Okay, I mean, that worked. Maybe I need to give the results to somebody? I don't know what to do. I don't know what the next step is. I'm going to open the manual up and just check the manual and see if there's any clues in like, oh, this is how we designed the game. Maybe there's something in there to help with that. You know what I mean? Let's try it. Hello? Did the stream stop? Hello? You're still here. Oh, you know what's happened? I think the screen has I think the graphics driver is having a little bit of conniption. Let me just let me see if I can fix this. 1 second. How's that? Okay, that's working. And how's that? Are we back? This is one of those days, apparently. Alright. Hey, welcome back, Piggy Platypus. Good to see you. I'm Rosie. Welcome in. Sorry, I missed some chat because I didn't realize that the screen had frozen up like that. We're all good now, though. Everything's back in good working order. Oh, wait. The manual's not in here because I left it out? Is that what's happening? Or is this the manual? Okay, this is the manual. Alright, thank goodness for that. Yeah, 9 floppy disks for this game. It's a lot of floppy disks, right? Oh, I'm so sorry, Rosie. I'm so sorry about the maxed out volume. Yeah, I didn't realize that was going to happen. Obviously. Okay, let's just see if there's like a how to play section or something like that. Object of the game screen, commands, activating and deactivating commands, auto help, interactive commands, inventory commands, journal, file commands, setup, movement, moving around, getting around, epilogue, appendix. Let's go to objective of the game on page 5. Object of the game. Soul and Salt Hollow. Hello. I think Doom took 5 or 6 floppies back in the day. Yeah, it's 4 floppies, if I remember correctly from my copy. I think it's 4. Sherlock Holmes, frequent antagonist, and sometime colleague Inspector Lestrade of Scotland Yard has asked for the Great Detective's assistance in investigating a murder in metropolitan London. It appears to be an open and shut case, but Holmes thinks otherwise. You take the role of Holmes and rove about London, looking for clues, interrogating witnesses, interviewing people associated with the murder victim who may not tell all they know without some urging, piecing together the hidden story behind a grisly murder. Okay. If you pick up an object without looking at it, you'll miss important clues. I guess that could have happened. So it's possible I've missed clues by picking up items too soon. I wonder if I need to restart. Watson's journal. Okay, search the journal for a particular text string. Search forward or backward from your current position in the journal. Okay. Yeah, okay. Files and setup. The map of London. Movement. Getting around Victorian London. Epilogue. I'm not going to read the epilogue. Alright. Yeah, I don't think there's a clue in here specifically for how I'm going to deal with this situation that I'm in, where I'm like, I think I have all the information, a lot of the information I need, but I'm not sure if there's anything else, and I don't seem to be able to make any progress anymore. Yeah, this is a designed feature herbal, that's right. Hey there, Jams, good evening, good to see you, welcome back. Alright, since I don't have an answer from the manual, I am tempted to do something in the order of, like, maybe looking up a clue, looking up a hint, or a walkthrough, or a guide to see, like, what the next step is that I need to do. Because I don't want to spend all day just not doing anything on the stream. Let's see if we talk to Watson, talk to the guard, maybe we can get some intel from either of them. This guy's not giving us anything. Any visitors today? Not during my watch, Mr. Holmes. Okay. They've only got one prisoner, and it's saying prisoners. Maybe I'm supposed to arrest other people? Okay. Let's get out of here. I mean, obviously, like, I couldn't use any of the items on the guy that I thought I would be able to, possibly. Hi there on YouTube. I can't say your name because I'm not familiar with, katakana? Or kanji? I'm not even sure. But my daughter did just get back from Japan today. She was in Japan for 2 weeks. You're doing good, Jams? Good to hear. That looks Korean. Okay. I'll believe it. So maybe I need to go back to the alley again. Like, I've already tried going to the alley a few times in this game, and I'm constantly disappointed by my visits to the alleyway. Yeah, we're playing The Lost Files of Sherlock Holmes today. It's the case of the Serrated Scalpel. A rough outline of a murder victim drawn in chalk by Scotland Yard. For reference, I can't talk, apparently. For reference, in its investigation of the murder site. The body itself and any personal effects have presumably been sent to the morgue. So, I mean, we've been to the morgue a few times. Maybe we need to go back and maybe use some of our clues at the morgue? I don't know. Yeah. Hey, Sujak. Used to love this game as a kid, but it was too hard for you. It's a very hard game. It's unreasonably difficult, I think. Let's try opening this door again. It never opens. I feel like I'm supposed to climb this ladder. Nobody's answering the door. Can I use this pipe? The iron bar on the door? No. The iron bar has clearly come from the stairs here as well. That's where we picked it up from. What else have we got? That's about it. Move the door. And this box here is not interactive, but it looks like it should be. Maybe inspect the barrels again, something new will come out of it. Not really. I'm sure they'll get there soon, Grognak. I'm sure they'll get there soon. Yeah. I've never had any problems with the PAX tickets getting shipped, so hopefully it doesn't... Like, hopefully it's not a problem. Yeah. Alright, let's go to the morgue. I guess we'll just go to the morgue and we'll try a few things there. I'm sort of retracing the same steps as I did last time, which is not a good sign. Not a good sign at all, really. Alright, here we go. So, this is the body of Sarah Caraway. Even concealed by a sheet, poor Sarah's body is a shambles. Okay. Is there any investigation I can do here? Maybe if I talk to the inspector, he might have some intel for us, or maybe we can give him some information somehow. Oh, it's you, Holmes. Hello, Inspector. Hello, Inspector. Yes, Holmes, what can I do for you? Apparently nothing. Apparently I have nothing for you. Alright, let's give him some our results. Let's try this. Give analysis results to Gregson. Okay. Let's try giving it to the coroner. Can I give the cufflink to the inspector? Can I give the serrated blade to the inspector? Can I give it to the coroner? Can I use it? Alright, this is getting frustrating again, of course. Yeah, I don't really have anything in here that's, like, gonna solve anything. Give brass key to Inspector Gregson. Let's open the envelope again. Can I talk to the coroner? Why are they assuming a fighting stance? Oh, I don't know. May I view the effects again? Of course. Charm bracelet, a large key, and a facial powder, and a silk handkerchief. A handsome crimson handkerchief made of Japanese silk. A delicate gold chain, which is attached. Seems easier to play than the version of Monkey Island for towns that you own. Oh, you own the FM Towns Monkey Island? That's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty cool. I wish I had an FM Towns PC, but maybe one day I will. It appears to be an amethyst, and perhaps indicates the victim was born between January 20th and February 18th. Because of the birthstone situation, right. A large key. Usually associated with the locks of iron gates and sturdy external doors. This is the key I need to get back into the theatre. If I try and pick it up... I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes, I can't allow you to take anything without proper authorization. How do I get authorization? Is this authorization enough? Allow the bearer of this pass access freedom to question any prisoners being held at the Bow Street Police Court. Signed. Okay, so I need another permission then. I need a new permission. Can I modify this permission at my desk or something? Can I modify this permission to give me permission to take evidence? Facial powder, small compact of tin of Morley's number 8 facial talc with a cotton wool applicator. Okay. Which days are you going to PAX, Mike? Apologies if you already answered. I'll be there all 3 days. In fact, I'll be there for 4 days because I'll be setting up as well. So yeah, I'll be there every single day. I do want to arrange to do some kind of like a lunch meetup or a dinner meetup or something like that. So maybe I'll post in the PAX channel on Discord later today or maybe early tomorrow, and we'll see if we can organize something. Hey, Life Forcer, no worries, man. No worries. You've been spending the day trying to troubleshoot your computer. It's great to see you, Life Forcer, and no need to apologize. I apologize for not being around. I've been offline like for way too much this last month, or let's say the last 6 months even. It's been a shocking year for me getting organized. But yeah, I'll try and definitely want to try and organize like a dinner or something like that we can do. It's hard to book places though, so it'll have to be like a, you know, figure it out sort of thing. Just figuring out the right day and the area to try and find a place to eat. Something like that. Alright, what are we gonna do?
Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages?
Use this message with the key. Can't do it. Good to see you, Butthurt Gamer. How are you going today? I need to get this guy to leave.
I am
Whatever
a
you like.
brain, Watson. The rest of me is a mere appendix. Hashtag humble Sherlock.
That's an amazing quote. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much, Sonneveld. I do appreciate the resub. 53 months is a long time, Sonneveld. A real long time. I hope you're doing good today. I don't know what to do. I wish I knew what to do. Okay, let's think about this. Can I go and get permission to take one of these effects with us? If I talk to Gregson now, does that change anything? I don't know how it happened, but hello, yeah. Hi! I'm glad to hear you're doing well, Butthurt Gamer. This is all we get. We just get the Hollow Inspector. I can't ask for help with this manila envelope. I can't pick up the manila envelope. If I talk to Watson, what does he say? What a remarkable odor, Watson. Some professional guidance, please. Can the stink of carbolic acid be harmful to one's health? What a remarkable odor, Watson. Some professional guidance, please. Can the stink of carbolic acid be harmful to one's health? Not really, Holmes. This area must be disinfected regularly. Someone sloshes it everywhere several times a day. You'll become accustomed to the smell in a moment or two. Alright, that's all we get from Watson in this situation. Alright, I guess we're going back to Scotland Yard again. See how we're going in circles and not getting any progress? This is what I wanted to avoid today. Can I at least just walk in without having to give this guy my permission? Good. Oh my gosh, it's Ben Easy 256.
54 is the new 40, right?
That's right. 54 is the new 40. Thank you so much for the 54 months of support. I don't even know how to math that, but it's a lot of months. It's like 4.5 years or something. 5 years. It's something like that. G'day, Xcation. Good to see you. Welcome back. Serenity's Bane is here as well. Elementary, my dear Fractal. Oh, hello. Should I say Serenity's Holmes? Which was pretty good, I guess. Thank you so much, Benets. Thank you so much. And thank you, Sonneveld, again. Thank you, everybody, for the resubs. Very kind of you. It is September, I guess. If anybody wants to subscribe, you've been thinking about subscribing, you know, I won't stop you. You can get a good discount in September. Master V, hi, good to see ya. Still hunting the owner of the clothes, the goober garbage? Yeah, something like that. I don't know what we're doing, to be honest, Master V. I'm so confused. How frustrating am I finding the game? It's not frustrating, it's confusing. I don't know. It's also been like a week since I played it, because I lost my voice, and I couldn't stream. And so now I'm trying to get back into it. Oh my! Ex-Mensa.
My Prime has in fact expired, but here's a train before Twitch realizes it, lol.
Thank you so much for that, Ex-Mensa, you legend. I appreciate it. It's great to see you too. Did you play through this on Bennett's? And was it easy for you? Or was it frustrating for you? You've definitely gone by Serenity's Holmes before. The lady was on the ground. She was, yes. Does that help me, though? I don't know. Duty officer. Puzzles look pretty tough. They were not too bad up until this point. I got to this point without much struggle at all. It's the, yeah, after reaching this point, though, I got pretty confused. And I went and played darts, because I figured, like, oh, there's a darts game to play. Maybe that's blocking me from making progress. But finishing the darts puzzle did nothing. It did nothing at all. Maybe I'm supposed to do it later. Whoa, Hype Train achieved. Thank you so much. Life Force is giving out a sub as well, you legend. Appreciate that, Life Forcer. Ex-Mensa again, thank you for the resub with the Prime. Everybody who uses Prime subs, I do appreciate it. Serenity's Bane, thank you for the 1 bit. Very kind of you. You started playing even the Case of the Rose Tattoo, but it's like this one so hard, so you had to quit. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, look, I stick to these games for longer than I probably should sometimes, but I gotta say I enjoy the artwork and the story, and the writing is actually quite good. It's very good style. It matches like my expectations a little bit. Looks like Police Station. The floor seemed to be covered in blood. Yeah, right here it's just the shadow on the floor. It does look a little blood-like, but I think that's just the limited color palette. Enjoy the gift sub, Jangle Storm, as well. Thank you very much, Life Forcer. Oh, you played it? Oh, you played this one. It was frustrating. Kept going around in circles, talking to everyone every time just to unlock a minor detail. Yeah, it feels like that. It feels like that, Bennett. It's not super obvious. You were sick the time that I was off. You were sick all the time that I was. If that makes me feel better, it does make me feel better, Master V. To know that I wasn't in it alone. Thank you. Thanks for telling me. Alright, I gotta talk to this guy about getting evidence. I wish to speak to Lestrade. So would half the lads in Dartmoor prison. Mr. Holmes, he's terrible busy at the moment. What with all this Ripper business? He left word not to be disturbed. Perhaps I could take a message? I need to speak with him myself. I dare not disturb him, Mr. Holmes. He left orders special-like. Alright, let me give you some evidence. Okay. Actually, the journal's not going to help me. I don't know what to do. Let me give you the knife. I need to talk to Lestrade, damn it! How are you feeling right now? How's it hanging? It's good, it's good. Thank you. I'm gonna continue to drink some tea. How are you feeling, Serenity's Bane? Footage of the eyebrow comedian looks surprisingly young. Yes, it was 5 years ago. 5 years ago that was done. And also my beard wasn't as thick, and my hair was shorter. And had less grey in it. Hey ABC Menus, I'm gonna see you. An eternity, yeah. You're playing Nancy Drew game with the girlfriend, and we sequence broke the game, soft locked until such time as we redid stuff we already did. Yeah, that was not fun. I know what you mean. When you say that was fun, I know that was sarcasm right there. Dr. Watson, what do I do? Certain crimes which are better left established police procedure, Watson. Well, Watson, we could stand here waiting for our hair to turn grey before the inspector gets a free moment. Do you have a suggestion?
Didn't I notice your friend, the apple seller, just outside? He knows the Byzantine workings of the yard like the back of his hand. Or so you've told me.
Oh, okay. That's a good tip. Thank you, Watson. Watson's coming in clutch with some answers for us. Let's see what this gives us, though.
There are certain crimes which are better left to established police procedure, Watson. I assume you're referring to the mountain of paperwork these men are generating, Holmes?
I am indeed. Alright, let's go outside and talk to the apple dealer. Maybe we can get an Apple Watch. Hang on, is this apples? That doesn't look like apples. Okay, whatever. Did he say apple, or did I just made that up? Maybe I just made that part up.
Hello, Augie. I need your advice on a matter concerning Scotland Yard. Ah, Mr. Holmes. And Dr. Watson. What can I do for you?
I can't get Sergeant Duncan to fetch Lestrade for me. Do you have any suggestions? Hey, thank you so much for the hype train. Got a level 2 hype train completed. With 4 subs and a bit. Thank you so much for that. I got a hype chest. I'm gonna open it. Ooh, that's a good emote. Very nice. Oversexed and underpaid. Otherwise, you're great. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Exorbitant prices. What? We seem to be at an impasse. What do you say, Watson? Shall I grass on Augie? I don't know what that means. Why not, Holmes? Augie, tell me about the Sergeant Duncan, or I'll expose your little game to the police. Whatever are you on about, Mr. Holmes? You're not blind, Augie. You're shamming for sympathy. Does marvels for your business, I shouldn't wonder. I've seen the way your eyes move behind your glasses, and the way you arrange your apples in the cart. Unblemished side out. Requires sight. You never feel for the size of a coin, or bite it to test its metal. You hawk your wares more loudly when a well-dressed couple walks past, and not at all when a beggar rambles by. I've seen you accurately box the ears of a stealthy street urchin trying to steal an apple, and just a moment ago you addressed a greeting to Dr. Watson. There's no way you could have known he was here.
Enough, Mr. Holmes. Let's just keep this amongst ourselves, shall we? Live and let live, eh? I'll tell you this about Duncan. The way to that brutard is through a compliment. The man is a fool for flattery. Susceptible as a child to a kind word, he is.
Thank you, Augie. Alright. Thank you so much, again, for the choo-choo. I appreciate that. New emotes are great. Yeah, there's some really decent ones. Quite decent. You did the bit. Well done. Well done. Thank you, Serenity's Vein. You must have that frog. Yeah, that frog's pretty sweet. I think it's by the same person who did some of the September stuff. Ah, okay. Cool. I didn't do any September things this year. I knew that I wasn't gonna have a good... I knew I had too many things going on this month, so I didn't bother trying to hype up September. But if anyone else participate in September and get a discounted subscription, please feel free to do that. I wouldn't hold it against you. In fact, I would thank you for it. Alright. So we gotta talk to Duncan and give him a compliment. Good day, Sergeant Duncan. Is the inspector available?
He's still drowning in paperwork, Mr. Holmes. You could leave a message if you wish.
Thank you. I'm sure an officer as distinguished as yourself, and a winner of the VC on top of it, knows when to supersede such an order on his own authority.
Perhaps I could get him down here.
For just a moment. Inspector Lestrade, please report to the duty officer's desks immediately. We did it.
What is it, Duncan? This had better be important.
It is, Inspector. Here's Mr. Holmes to see you. Oh my gosh, I can't even read words. Now we can talk to Lestrade, finally. Anachronism? Sunglasses hadn't been invented yet by this point. Oh, I think you might be wrong there. I think you might be wrong there, some guy in a hat. We'll have to look that one up, right? Hello, Inspector. I'm glad we found you in. I would like to you to release some items from the Carraway murder investigation. What do you mean by some items? I would like to examine some of Sarah Carraway's personal effects, which you sent to the morgue. If you don't mind, I'll take some of them to further my own investigation.
Sarah Carraway? Oh, you mean the Ripper's latest victim. That's an open and shut case as far as I'm concerned. But I know your methods by now, and I'm sure you won't be satisfied till you've beaten this case into the ground. Sergeant Duncan will write you a pass that you can give to the medical examiner at the morgue. If he's finished with the woman's effects, they're yours.
Ever watch the Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century cartoon? I did not. I did not. I take it you have, though, Serenity's Bane. Is it worth a watch? As an adult? As an adult with no nostalgia for it. Let's talk to this guy now, and then we can get our letter, and then we can go take the effects, and we can progress the case finally. Man, it's been a slog to get this far. Inspector Lestrade has authorized my request to examine the Carraway woman's effects at the morgue. May I have a pass, please?
I heard him, Mr. Holmes. I have it right here.
Alright, we got it? We got it.
This authorizes the bearer, one Sherlock Holmes, to utilize the personal effects of Miss Sarah Carraway, signed Sergeant Jeremy Duncan, Officer of the Day, Scotland Yard.
It's good. You made a video on it. You could send... Yeah, please send it. I'd love to see that. Post it in the chat if it's a publicly available video. Go ahead. I'd love to see that. Alright. Let's get out of here. Why is there blood splatter on the desk? It's not blood splatter. It's just bad... It's just a bad choice of colors, I think. It's just like the polished floors are shining red for some reason. I don't know. Probably because there's 256 colors per screen, and they ran out of not red. Yeah, I'd love to see the video on it, actually. That would be really informative, and then I can make a choice based on that if I would like to go and watch an episode or two. 256 shades of red. Alright. Inventory. Pass. Oops. Give pass to the coroner.
Here's an authorization from Inspector Lestrade allowing me to use some of the items from the Carraway investigation. Very good, Mr. Holmes.
Yoink. A large iron key of the type usually blah blah blah. Pick up. Pick up the large key. I said pick it up. Yay! We finally did it. Should I just pick up everything?
I need to keep the item for further examination, Mr. Holmes. You are welcome to it when I have finished.
Yeah, I had a feeling this would happen. I'm glad that it's happening too. It's not letting me take items that are not interesting for us right now. Alright, we're done with that. Alright, let's see. We have the large key. We can finally get back in. We can finally get back in. Yeah, Serenity's Bane, please post it in the chat. We'd love to see that. Alright, where's the alley? It's up here somewhere. Here it is. Man, this game's making me thirsty. Send it on Discord for later viewing also. Perfect, thank you. Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd Century Review. Very cool. I don't even know if it was on telly in Australia. I wonder if it was. It's not familiar to me. I wonder if when I watch it, it'll jog my memory and I'll be like, oh, wait, I did see this. But yeah, at the moment, it's not jogging any memories. It was on telly in New Zealand, Life Forcer? Wow, well, maybe it was on telly here. You never know. Henry Carruthers.
Huh? What? Who's there? Oh, it's you, Mr. Holmes. What can I do for you?
You can get out of here, is what you can do. Let's look at him. Henry Carruthers. The stage manager catches 40 winks. It's not clear if he sleeps in a chair because of exhaustion, excitement, or habit. Let's talk. Have you recorded any details that might assist my investigation?
I think I've told you everything I know.
Thanks, mate. Inventory. Use. Brass key on chest of drawers. And done. And look. Contents of top drawer. The contents are mostly uninteresting. Facial makeup tins and some old theatre playbills. Of special interest are a pair of opera tickets. Contents of bottom drawer. There is little of interest here. Some writing paraphernalia and some yellowing miscellaneous pages from a long, mercifully forgotten script. Okay. Look, Watson, a pair of season tickets to the opera. It would seem that Miss Carraway's interest in the arts extended beyond the confines of theatre. Very commendable.
My say, Holmes, even though opera tickets are almost impossible to obtain at
any price, I shouldn't like to have seats. I should like to have... What did he say? I missed it. Mike, I tried to rewatch Spellbinder, a great Australian show, but it's less great than I remember. That's so funny. I've often thought that maybe I should go back and try watching that myself, because I did watch that one. It's an Australian telly show, yeah. It was awesome as a kid, absolutely, ABC, but yeah, I've refrained from going back and watching it, because it's got to be super corny by today's standards. It's got to be super corny by today's standards, but it did seem really cool. I remember thinking how cool it was. Yeah, you could say I was spellbound by it. Return to Jupiter, which I'm 1000% sure was total trash. Probably, yeah. Probably. Vague memories of the show's opening, Life Forcer. Oh, yeah, yeah. It hit the UK. Cool. It probably was on TV, but I grew up in the Outback. We had two TV channels. We had ABC, and we also had GTS and VKN, which is probably not a thing anymore, I imagine. Yeah, so we didn't have a lot of TV programs then. So it's possible I saw it, but I don't know. I understand your reluctance, Watson, but these tickets might very well provide the lead we need to further our investigation. I don't know what his objection actually was, because I was reading too slowly to actually catch that. Excuse me, Mr. Carruthers. Do you know anything about these opera tickets?
Unless I miss my guess, Mr. Holmes, those are tickets to the Chancery Opera House. Sarah never missed an opportunity to hear her sister sing.
Her sister's a singer.
You mean Miss Carraway's sister is here in London?
Just so, Doctor. She sings all the leading female roles. Very good, I'm told. I would have thought that you knew about her. It is sufficient that we know now. Thank you, Mr. Carruthers. May we take these tickets?
Of course, Mr. Holmes. I shouldn't think Inspector Lestrade has any use for them.
He never even asked me about Anna. Okay. Maybe we should talk a little bit more. What does this room tell you of the victim?
The portraits of actors from the past suggest that she was comfortable and happy in her profession. Judging by the flowers and perfume, I'd say she was more liked than despised.
Let's see, let's talk to Carruthers. Nothing new here. Is there anything else to look at? Pictures. Boxboard portraits of several notable London stage actors of the previous generation are glued securely to the wall. The perfume is called Eau de Seine. How do you say that? The label lists the address of the perfume. Alright, we already used this. We've already got the intel from that. Chair. A straight-back velveteen upholstered chair, probably intended for visitors. It's a bit worn and has seen better days, but the upholstery is not ripped, nor do any of the finishing tacks appear loose. Okay. Mirror and fragile work in mirror frame. The mirror is one solid piece of glass with no removable back. The nooks and crannies of the carved mirror frame, which is poorly painted in a dingy yellow to look like gold, reveal nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. I think we already inspected everything, to be honest, but we're closing the closet now. Flowers. Pink carnations with dark red veins in the petals. Yeah, we already figured all that out. So, I guess we're going to the opera. I guess we're off to the opera now. How are you going today, ABC? Hope you're well. Good stretch. Good stretch, Mike. Alright. I think I just went through the side without the doorknob. Wait, what? I don't know when you posted that message, by the way, either. I just noticed it was there. Sorry about that. The side without the doorknob? Where's the opera? Maybe it's up north? Ah, here it is. Chancery Opera House. They included a map in the book, but they didn't include, like, any street names or locations, so I don't know why they included it in the book. Maybe just for illustrative purposes. Usher. Manager.
Good evening, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting Scotland Yard in a sensitive investigation. May I have a moment of your time? Certainly, Mr. Holmes. I'm Frederick Epstein, General Manager of the Chancery Opera House. Have you ever met Miss Sarah Carraway? She's the sister of Anna Carraway. Yes, I met her once, about a year ago, and I've seen her here a few times since then. We are not well acquainted. I believe Anna gave her a season pass, one of our best box seats, but I haven't seen her today.
Interesting. Where might I find Miss Anna Carraway?
Regrettably, she's bedridden, with a sore throat this evening. Her understudy will perform competently enough, but I'll be happier when the divine Anna returns. Do you know where Miss Anna lives? Actually, I don't yet. She has recently moved, and I have not given myself the pleasure of leaving my card at her new home. She informed me of her illness by telegram. It will be difficult to visit her at home, I think, if you don't know her address. Indeed. I'm sure she will offer that information at her earliest convenience. May we see her dressing room? I'm afraid that's out of the question. Visitors and guests are not permitted to access the performer's private rooms. I think you'll find that I am permitted. Maybe I should tell him about the murder? Sir, it is important that I be allowed to see Anna's dressing room. I regret to inform you that Sarah Caraway was murdered last night. Anna's effects may contain some clue for us. I am sorry to hear of Miss Sarah's demise. This confirms the gossip I heard this morning. Nevertheless, I think it should be quite clear that an expedition to Anna's private rooms for you, for any reason, is quite out of the question.
Really? And why is that?
Freddy?
I beg your pardon, what show is playing this evening?
It's called From On High. Mr. Epstein says it is the most popular show of the season. All of the critics love it. We'd like to buy some tickets if we may. Sorry, sir, but this show is fully subscribed. The theatre is completely sold out for the next 3 weeks. Even standing room is gone.
You can't use the tickets on the usher? Maybe I need to give the tickets to the usher?
Box seats! Very good, sirs. Please show them to the balcony, usher, and he'll direct you up to your places.
I think the voice sounds very similar. I don't actually know that boy though. I mean, it's all my voice. This guy's the guy we got to show it to, I guess. He's near the stairs. Is there anything to observe in this room? There's not really. It's just all these people. I wonder if we want to see the opera, I guess, is the question. Do you want to see the opera? I think my chat's frozen again. Give me a second. Oh, that's the wrong button. Where's my mouse gone? Here. Yeah. It has. Give me a second. I'm going to try and fix that up. It'll probably stop the sound from working, though. I see your chat on the other screen, though, ABC. It's just not updating on this one. 1 second. Oh, you gotta love it when things go so well. Alright. That explains why the chat was appearing to be frozen. Hey! Pylaws and your legend. Thank you so much.
I had a button. 54 months of this.
54 months of this? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much, though. I do appreciate it. It's good to see you, your legend. Welcome back. Good to see you, Mar, as well. Sorry I didn't see your message there before. Love the fantasy elements, such as a kid. And such as a kid. Yeah. Very good show. Early 2000s probably a little late for you to be watching children's cartoons. Oh, really, Life Force? Or is that when it was? I don't know. EFJ, Escape from Jupiter is on YouTube, apparently, and a cursory scrub shows that, yes, it was terrible. It's going good, thank you, Alex. Sorry I didn't say so earlier. I just realized how my chat was all frozen up, so here I am again, reading through the chat. Still watch cartoons, sometimes get paid for it? That's living the dream, Serenity's Vein. That's living the dream. Kid's been sick for a week of, sick, so a week of 3 hours a night sleep. Oh my gosh. That's not good, ABC. You managed to write an SSH server from scratch in 10 working days, so that's a winner. Nice, well done. That's pretty amazing, actually. Good work. Again, Pi, good to see you. Thank you. And Evil Alex, greetings. 4.5 years. Yeah. 4.5 years. So many RFCs. Yeah. There is. I implemented a WebSockets protocol. It's needlessly complicated. And the RFCs are quite long for that too. Quite a lot of them.
Morning, sir.
Hey, it's Refraction! Good morning, Refraction. How are you today? Good to see you. I think I need to update my drivers, my graphics drivers. But I'll do that tomorrow. So many, ABC. I believe it. I believe it. Very sweaty from tidying? Oh, good. That's good. I'm doing good, thank you. I'm doing good. I was just about to go see the opera. Nothing soothes the mind like a good opera, don't you think, Watson? Under normal circumstances, I couldn't agree with you more, but tonight, I would have difficulty concentrating on the performance. Yeah, let's just go watch this performance.
Yeah!
Oh, you got your final parts that you needed, Pi? That's wicked. Well done. Good news, man. Bloody cactus.
The opera is not my thing. I wouldn't go.
You wouldn't go? I guess not. Thank you very much for the resub. 38 entire months. I appreciate it. I mean, my experience with WebSockets are quite simple. Yeah, I wrote the thing from scratch. I wrote it from scratch. It didn't take too long. It took like a day. It took a day to get the first pass working, and then it took me probably another like 3 or 4 days here and there to get the rest working. Like little bits and pieces when I realized like, oh, I didn't follow that quite right or whatever. The first pass at it actually worked perfectly for what I needed it for, but then when I tried to connect it up to OBS, that's when I realized I had missed some important pieces. Now you can join us yelling at NVIDIA Linux drivers. Is Pi going to be installing Linux as well? You're going to be running Windows 11? Yeah, that's what I thought. I suppose the protocol have to deal quite a lot with old HTTP overhead. Yeah, like the initial HTTP handshake is not so bad. But yeah, it gets a little bit more complicated the more you're doing, and you have to like make... Yeah, anyway. I'm not going to talk about it. It's not a programming stream today. SSH has something like 10 RFCs for various components, which uncover every possible encoding of values for endianness with and other niceties for the same types of data. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah. I don't envy it. I think that's a pretty big task. Yeah, and it's encryption, so either works or it doesn't. Exactly, yeah. Do you have constraints as well, ABC? Are you doing this for an embedded system or something? Are you familiar with all the people who hold season tickets for this theatre? Many of our patrons... Oh my gosh, why did that go so quickly? Why did it disappear so quickly? Many of our patrons what? Having missed much of the show... It's just about to start now. If you hurry, you'll see the opening flourish. Okay. Where are these seats? May I see your tickets, sir? Beautiful box seats, gentlemen. Up these stairs and turn right. You can't miss them. Okay. We're watching the opera. Excuse me, gentlemen, but you must have the wrong box. These seats are occupied. The usher downstairs can direct you to your places. These are Sarah Caraway's tickets. How did you come by them, if I may ask? Well, she was murdered, and we took the tickets.
You knew Miss Caraway, then?
Knew her? I'm Miss Worthington, and I own the Chancery Opera House. As I share this box with Sarah, I know her, of course. And who might you be?
This is Mr. Sherlock Holmes, and I am Dr. John Watson. Miss Worthington, I'm sorry to inform you that Sarah Caraway is dead. We're assisting the police in an official investigation.
Oh, how dreadful! Such a lovely girl! Was there an accident?
Please compose yourself, madam. There was no accident. She...
Investigating her death? You don't mean to say she was murdered?
I'm afraid that's true.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for the cookie. It's embedded proprietary OS. Oh, well, that sounds even more fun, ABC. It genuinely sounds like a good fun project, to be honest. I just use Windows, never had much problems with it, but also just play a game or write a document and that's it. Yeah. Big embedded, like, RPi 2 in terms of system on chip and resources. Okay. Cool, ABC. Have tried to implement IRC protocol, but never really got too far with it. It's basically really simple protocol. Yeah, I implemented IRC in like a couple of hours. It's not hard at all. It's like maybe 300 lines of code, something like that. That was the first thing I did on that project, actually. Hey, Onion9999, good to see you. No, madame, she got run over by a toy bike. You'd hate the code, Mike. It's all stood at a span and oop. Yeah, I would hate it. Why would you do that to yourself? No, it's fine. Like, if that's what your standards are, you do what the standards are at the workplace, right? You don't just go, screw it, I'm gonna do my own thing. So if you're writing IRC protocol in that style, you're probably talking about 2,000 lines of code. I'm kidding. It's probably only 1,000. Is there anything you can tell me about Sarah? We need to speak with Anna Caraway. Do you know where she lives? We need to see the inside of Anna Caraway's dressing room. It sounds so creepy when you say it like that, Dr. Holmes. Oh, wait, Mr. Holmes? Would you be so kind to secure Mr. Epstein's consent to inspect those premises? I mean, I don't really have a need to see that yet, but I feel like maybe we should just ask for everything, right? We should just ask for everything.
Is there anything you can tell me about Sarah? She was a pleasant young woman, though we only shared small talk. It is sad how little of us knows about those around us, and now that she's gone, she liked nothing better than to see her sister sing. They were very close. In fact, Anna recently gave her a pendant, and Sarah cherished it so she told me that she never took it off.
Interesting. A large pendant with a heavy chain.
Yes, you've seen it then. The way the bird was etched into the ivory oval was simply beautiful. It was a bit grand for every day, so she wore it under her blouse. When Sarah got it, she brought it out to show me. She said James, her young man, loathed it, but she didn't care for his opinion in this matter.
Interesting. Looks like my chat froze again. Good evening, Coburn. Good to see you. I have low standards, but also high C++ 23 standards. Look, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm gonna reset the graphics driver again. Such a pain in the butt. Hopefully everything comes back normally. Seems to have. You also have ISO standards? Oh, you have ISO standards. How's it going, Coburn? Good to see you. And Refraction, of course. I've lost my mouse cursor. This is great. I've lost input. You lost your mouse and you must stream. Yeah, exactly, Mini Roach. I don't know what's going to happen. Looking forward to the end of the day. You're on holiday for a week? Awesome! That's great news. I remember programming with Java back in the days. It's a world you wish not to return to ever again. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna try fixing this again. But I have a feeling it's not gonna work. All of my inputs have ceased. I'm trying unplugging and plugging in things. This is ridiculous. I mean, Linux is great when it works. There you go. It's back. We're back. I think randomly USB devices just stop working. I think that must be what it is. The microphone and the desktop audio stopped working before. Wouldn't want to program in Java either. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna keep playing the game though. This is not a programming chat. We're not doing a programming chat. As interesting as it might get, I'm happy for you to chat about it, but I'm gonna continue to do this. Hi, Mini Roach, by the way. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
We need to speak with Anna Caraway. Do you know where she lives? No, I love her voice, but I know nothing of her personal life. Perhaps Mr. Epstein, our manager, can help you. Is there anything you can think of that might help us in our investigation?
Come on.
I can't think of anything, but if I do, I will inform the police. I hope you find whoever did this awful thing and bring them to justice. Now, please excuse me. Life goes on and the show is starting.
No! I didn't get to ask the questions I needed.
Welcome to our presentation. From on high. From on high. Regrettably, our female lead, the divine Miss Anna Caraway, is ill. Miss Angela Ferrati will be singing in her stead. Please join me in wishing Miss Caraway a speedy recovery. We hope that you will enjoy the show. Oh, how unfortunate for Anna. Miss Ferrati, however, is a fine singer in her own right. I hired her myself. She will not disappoint. We need to see inside Anna Caraway's dressing room. Would you be so kind as to secure Mr. Epstein's consent to inspect those premises? Of course. Here, I'll write you something.
The game did not want me to read that. I'm gonna talk to her one more time. Okay. Fine. Let's watch the opera, everybody. I guess. C++ is good, y'all are just using it wrong. Oh, it's frozen again? Bloody hell. Hey Nico, good to see you. Welcome. So I have no idea what's going on in this opera. Friendship ended with Mike, now Refractions is my new best friend. That's fair. That's fair. I understand. C++ is a very important part of every friendship. I'm sure I was being more used to plain C, using it wrong, I mean. Right. Yeah. I do like C++. It's so brutal and effective, although some needed library seems to have spawned some deep, dark madness below. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in C++. I just think there's a lot of bad stuff along with it. I don't know how much good stuff there really is these days. There's a lot. There's a lot there. Modern C++ can be very effective without being metaprogramming hell. Look at the Ladybird browser source. Isn't the Ladybird browser programmed in Swift? Didn't they port everything to Swift? Because they didn't want to do it in C++? As long as your character is not Abe Lincoln, I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah. That's true, every goddamn name. It's good to see it too. Mike, we should one day do IRL signings for a bunch of DOS Ember merch, like shirts, that people bring from their own collection. I'd be happy to sign any DOS Ember merch that anybody brings to PAX Australia. If anybody's there and wants me to sign something, I'm happy to do it. Ladybird C++, can't wait for a 1.0 release to replace Firefox. I've been watching the updates from the guy who's making Ladybird, the Ladybird updates on YouTube, and I'm sure that he said that he was moving to... They were moving the project to Swift. I think there is progress on the Windows side for Ladybird Refraction. How long does this go for? I'm waiting for the show to end. I don't want to waste our opportunity to watch this beautiful opera. It was in the last 24 hours? No, it was a while ago. It was like months ago. I'll bring my printer and to get signed by you, Mike. Yeah, no worries. Just bring your whole desk, Port Jams. The site says they're not really focusing on Windows. Yeah, the site says that, but there's been some community contributions for Windows directions. I can't, like, look at anybody on the stage or in the crowd. The only thing I can do is interact with this lady or leave, I guess. A wealthy woman reserved in her manner, but quite showy in her apparel and jewelry, sits alone in reserved box. Right. What do I have in my inventory right now? I got a note. Let's look at the note. A note from Ms. Worthington to Fred Epstein. Please allow Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson access to Anna's dressing room. I guess we can just leave. Oh, he's right here. Let's show it to him. Firefox ain't brilliant. You're only using it because AdBlock works still. Yeah.
I see. You've succeeded with Ms. Worthington where you failed with me. Very well, you may view Anna's dressing room, but I insist that you disturb nothing, her personal property and that belonging to the opera company are off limits to you, understood?
Looked into a browser called Ladybird. I heard some good things about it. Yeah, Ladybird's pretty good, from what I've heard. I haven't used it personally, but it seems pretty good. I remind you once again that you touch nothing. You are to touch nothing. I'll be watching you closely. Well, I need to touch stuff, mate. Okay, there's a coat rack, there's portraits, there's a hand mirror, music box, drawers, jewelry box, more portraits. Let's look at the coat rack. Yes, Bot Jams, December 2025 is happening, and the sign-ups will be opening soon. Thank you for the people from the Demon World. Yes, the Demon World of Twitch.tv. No, yeah, I'm sure everybody says you're welcome, I'm sure. On browsers that I've liked, that have killed Manifest V2 support, I usually recommend AdGuard. They contribute to uBlock Origin with block lists. Interesting. You playing some DOS games now? Very nice, very nice. Get some DOS gaming in. A common iron coat... That's not iron. It's freaking brass or something. Iron coat rack holds an elegant and stylish silk hat and a pink feather boa made of dyed ostrich plumes. An inexpensive Florentine-style red leather chest with a hinged lid. Mr. Epstein is watching your examination very closely. I'm gonna have to distract Epstein. It is a charming cherrywood box made by Herman Bennett of Salzburg. It's cleverly constructed out of a single piece of wood. The top announces that it plays Ein klein Nachtmusik. Whatever that is. 3D Pinball Space Cadet streams were only temporary until you got yourself those games. Nice one, Bot Jams. Nice one. I might give Windows 98 on UEFI a go this December. Apparently it works really well due to UEFI magic. Really? Okay. Interesting. A little night music. Thank you, Serpents. I don't know the music, though. Never played pinball in real life. It's quite fun. I do encourage you to take the opportunity if it ever arises. A nickel-plated hand mirror decorated with metal wreaths and baby's breath. Its poor condition suggests that it is not someone's personal property. Cosmetics. The vanity is covered with various bottles and small opaque jars of theatrical rouges, powders, paints, unguents, and beauty aids. Alright, I'm just gonna talk to Watson. Do you see anything of interest in that blah 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 to this case? Nothing I consider relevant, Holmes. Let's go check the closet. Cloaks, coats, formal gowns, day dresses, chambermaids' costumes, and a host of evening apparel are crammed randomly into this capacious closet. Capacious closet. The vanity has 3 drawers. Mr. Epstein is watching your examination of them very closely. Listen, Fred, I'm gonna have to get you to open these drawers for me. I've only seen like 3 minutes of video on it. I'll have to look into it more. Wait, what? Oh, basically it's like a shim that boots DOS-compatible BIOS as UEFI app and then Windows runs inside that. Doesn't seem to be like a VM or anything. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. You'd definitely recognize it if you heard it. Ah, that's good, Serpents. Yeah, I'm not the kind of person who knows the names of things. I'm not that kind of guy, okay? I'm just not that kind of guy.
Mr. Epstein, it's essential that I be allowed to thoroughly inspect Miss Garraway's effects, if necessary. I may need to take certain of her things away with me.
Don't you find it strange that Miss Carraway informed you by telegram that she was sick without telling you her new address? How are you expected to reach her if necessary?
I hardly see that Anna's Miss Carraway's address is of any of your concern. Please confine yourself to the dressing room so I can be done with it. I am ignoring my important duties for the sake of this foolish errand. Mr. Epstein, it is essential that I be allowed to thoroughly inspect Miss Carroway's effects, if necessary. I may need to take certain of her things away with me. I repeat, Mr. Holmes, that you may examine Anna's dressing room with your eyes only. You have neither the right nor the authority to touch anything belonging to her or the opera company. If you disturb anything, I will have to escort you from the building.
Well, I am going to show you... Here, have a card. I just realized I probably should have tried to give one of my cards to Miss what's her name, Worthington or whatever, the landlady, the boss lady of the company, the owner of the theater, the opera house. Anyway, Big Brother needed help to help you as a kid booting up DOS games. You just wanted to play games and didn't understand all the wall of text. Nowadays, just get it from GOG and install and it boots up the games. Yeah, that's perfect, Eva Alex. That's the way it should be these days. I do enjoy a bit of DOS time, though. There's plenty of front ends and stuff you can use for launching DOS games these days as well, so... I don't know if I can, like, convince this man to let me touch things. In the demon world, do they have games like Grub or WBM? What's WBM? I have to move. I have to get rid of this guy somehow. I have to get rid of him. How do I get rid of him? Oh, Windows Boot Manager. Oh, you're talking about the, you said games. Oh, like that. You mean, you're asking about the bootloaders and stuff. I see. Sorry, I didn't get the joke. Yeah. I mean, I use Grub. Can I just open the drawers? Let me save a game. I would have suggested murder, but we are kind of meant to deal with those rather than cause them. Yeah, we're investigating murders, Ace Roy. But, you know, I'll take the suggestion under advisement. You never know. Maybe it'll come in handy.
You may look, feel your eyes, or take a photograph if you like, but you may not touch anything.
You're suspect. You're a suspect. I'm going to tie you up with my rope. Use sturdy rope on Frederick Epstein. It didn't work. I'm going to open the music box. It can't be opened. I'm going to open the jewelry box.
That doesn't work.
Yep, doesn't work.
You may look, feel your eyes, take a photograph if you like, but you may not touch anything.
Unfortunately.
I stuck my finger in the hole. Nothing happened.
I am currently using Linux as my primary operating system, Evil Alex. In fact, it's the only operating system I have on this computer. So yeah, I am using Linux for everything right now. I'm having some issues today that I haven't had this frequently before. With the graphics driver. I am probably overdue for an update, so... Ask Epstein about the list and maybe he runs away. Yeah, that'll work, probably. Speaking of Grub, I used to make a cursed multi-boot setup using Grub for DOS. It would toggle partitions, hidden, unhidden, and then chain load from that partition on the respective OS, 95, 98, ME, etc. That's very strange. Did that work well for you, Coburn, or was it a bit of a pain? I don't know what to do. Look at the portraits, I guess? We haven't looked at them yet. I gotta get rid of this man! Likenesses in cameo, silhouette, and oil of the great operatic composers line the walls. Mozart, Verdi, and Puccini are all represented. There are no personal photographs or pictures in evidence. How sad. Pick up the jewelry box. Pick up the hand mirror. He's not going to let us touch anything. We've got to get rid of this man. Move Frederick. Women's shoes of every size, color, and description are piled to overflowing on this wooden rack. The excess pairs spill into a neighboring paper box on the closet floor. 3DO, Evil Alex. 3DO had the FMV of this game. It was a pain to fix, had to boot DOS floppy to edit the grub config, but I could only use that because compact BIOS was weird. Yeah, I tried dual booting Linux and Windows for a while back in the day, and I gave up. Okay, that's the shoe thing again. Closet. This rug is huge. I don't know what else to try in here. I mean, the portraits description is going to be the same for all portraits, right?
I can't see!
Hey, thank you very much for the follow. I have anonymous follows on the channel. Feel free to lurk, or you can jump in the chat and say hello if you would like to. Yeah, it's all the same. It's all the same. Okay, talk to Watson again. No clues from Watson. Does GOG and Steam support Linux? GOG, not so much, but Steam, yes. So, I've had some luck getting some GOG games working on Linux. But it's like sometimes a little bit more trouble than I think it's worth. But Linux stuff, Steam tends to make running stuff on Linux a lot easier. I've been able to add GOG games to Steam and have them work through Steam, but not every single time. So, yeah, it can be a little hit and miss sometimes there. Let's give a wet rag to this guy, because he's being a wet rag. Okay, that didn't work. This desk is also huge. Do GOG games require the GOG launcher to be open? No, they don't. They're DRM free. You can just extract them and run them. Yeah, I think, like, the only problem I've had with the GOG games is just sometimes getting the installer to work or whatever, so... Plop Boot Manager? There's something called Plop Boot Manager? I've never heard of that one. I wonder, it's probably great. It's probably amazing. It's probably better than all the others somehow. I don't know what to do. I don't want to leave the room because I'm not sure if we'll be able to come back, but I also... I need this guy to leave. I'm going to try talking to him again. Maybe I can give or show something to him. No. There has to be an address somewhere around here. You know what I mean? There's probably an address in the drawers. Use the leash on Frederick. I know he's into it. He's just not into it right now, that's all. Just recently been dealing with bootloaders, and it seems Grub has become very complicated. I would prefer sys Linux unless need more complex setup. Curious if fans did a mod for this version, giving it 3DO voice acting. That would be pretty cool if they did. I wouldn't mind. There's a CD-ROM version of this that has voice acting, apparently. Yeah, I guess I could try and get that and get it working. Could be interesting. I don't know what to do. I hate that I keep getting stuck. I hate that I keep getting stuck, not sure what to do. Like, the game's just not going to let me do what I want because this man is here. And I'm trying to think of ways to get rid of him, and I can't. Can't move the coat rack. Let's just try walking out and walking back in, if maybe that's an option. You won't be able to examine that room properly with the manager inspecting your every move. I can distract him if you wish. Next time we go in there, just give me some kind of sign and I'll take it from there. That's what I was trying to do, Watson! Gosh darn it! Alright, let's use our permission slip. I've already used it. Let's talk to the manager then. It's a bit annoying that you have to leave the room for this action to be available. Can you determine whether the dresses on that closet are Miss Anna's personal property, or do they belong to the opera company? What's all this, then? I shall do so now, Holmes, if Mr. Epstein will assist me. Quick, open the drawers! Quick, look in the drawers! The drawers are open. No, I didn't want to pick up the contents of the middle drawer! A supply of clean, white, soft flannel cloths are folded neatly in one corner. These are useful for removing grease paint and theatrical makeup. A large quantity of cotton wool, several coloured pencils, a small pot of glue, and a modest collection of what appear to be sets of eyelashes occupy the remaining space. Nothing useful there. Look in the contents of the bottom drawer. A large assortment of silks, stockings, and linen undergarments that would seem absolutely necessary for the comfort of a professional singer of modest means, nearly overflowing the drawer. So what did I pick up from the middle drawer then? A ring of keys? Several keys, various sizes, adorn this ring. Alright, I definitely need to reload, because I don't want to miss out on whatever the learning's possibilities were. So, files, load our 5th. And then we'll leave and come back. Teravan, hello. Welcome, welcome, great to see you. Alright. Let's go back in. Let me just scroll up the chat and see what I missed. You just download an installer for a game on GOG. Also, there is no GOG Galaxy for Linux, so you have to download installs. Yeah, that's right. I love that Monkey Island remaster gave it voice acting. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I do enjoy that. Deluxe Paint Tim, it's great to see it too. Yeah, checked once, so no they don't. Yeah. It is nice that you have now had this conversation. Yeah, exactly. The CD version, and I think the portraits are FMV people. Wait, the CD version also has the FMV, so it's not just the 3DO version that has FMV? Interesting. Old graphics and voice acting for Monkey Island 1 was only possible on PC with a fan mod. Yeah, the remaster had added voice acting. But there was a fan mod to combine original, like, EGA graphics with the voice acting. I think it's something like Ultimate Monkey Island, or there's some like name for it that the fan community came up with. But yeah, I haven't. It's got like MT32 music with voice acting with the EGA graphics or something like that, I think. Tried on my Xbox version. Voices go away in old graphics. What? Tried on my Xbox version. Voices go away in old graphics. Oh right, yeah. There is a fan mod to do that on modern systems, PCs, that is. Hey, Jiggy, good to see you. Monkey Island 1 Special Edition did not let you play with VGA graphics and voices either. Right. Yeah, there's like a certain fan mod to do it. Made the original versions into talkies using ScumVM. Yeah, there's something to do with ScumVM, exactly. Mike, I'll be leaving soon. Please continue to enjoy yourselves. Have a great day, everyone, from the Demon World. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. I'll see you soon. Okay, right, let's go in. Let's go in this time. We'll set up the distraction. In fact, I'll just save over this. And we'll set up the distraction. Ultimate Talkies, Monkey Island 1. There you go. Thanks, Refraction. Was Monkey Island 2 the same? I'm not sure if I recall. I think it always had voice acting. But I could be wrong. Did it always have voice acting? Monkey Island 3 definitely has voice acting, I know that much. Can you determine whether the dresses... Yeah, we already read that. Monkey Island 2 Special Edition lets you play with original Graphics Plus voices. Yeah. 2 didn't have voices originally. Okay. It's only the remasters and such. Let's open the drawers, and this time let's look in each of the drawers. Okay, contents in the drawer. Drawer contains a small ring of keys. That's all it said? Okay, well. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss out on something. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, can I move the contents of the top drawer? What about moving the contents of the bottom drawer? No, let's close the drawers then. Wonder if they'll come back right away or not. Let's open the jewelry box. Let's look in the jewelry box. The box is filled with all manner of inexpensive costume jewelry. Okay, let's close it. Let's look at the mirror. Pick up the mirror. Oh! It appears the opera company owns them all, Holmes. No luck, I'm afraid. I didn't get to examine the music box. It's all we know if she kicks a pair of red sequined slippers with yellow roses on the toes. I've never seen her wearing any slippers of that description. They would likely be somewhere in this cavernous closet. Perhaps you would assist me, Mr. Epstein. Very well. Anything to conclude this business more quickly. Okay, we can't pick that up either. It must just be the drawers. That was probably the only thing that we needed to progress then. I don't think there's anything else around here that's, like, worthy of examination, I suppose. Yeah. Alright, let's get out of here. We can use those keys. Maybe those keys will give us access to an address of some description. Maybe the guy... Maybe Caraway. Is that his name? Carruthers? Mr. Carruthers? Maybe he knows. The theatre manager. Maybe he knows where the address is. For Anna. Where could these keys be used? I wonder. Maybe we can just talk to random people. Maybe the usher here knows. No. Maybe this usher. Neither one or two had any voice acting before the special editions. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. The keys can be used in a lock of some sort, I expect. You're probably right. You're probably right. Have you missed much of the show? The overture has just begun. You'll have no trouble picking up the story. Okay, we might just come back. Actually, you know what? Let's go up the stairs. Let's see if we can give our card to the lady. Okay. Inventory. Give this to elderly woman. She won't take our card. Okay. Inventory. Let's try the keys on her. I can't pick up the elderly woman. Alright. We've got to find this address. But how would we ever find the address? I was kind of hoping the keys would have an address. Maybe Sherman can help us find the address if I get him to smell the keys. Not Sherman, Toby. Give the keys to Toby. Use the leash. Having successfully aided in the capture of George Blackwood, Toby deserves a well-earned rest. Okay, we can't use the dog to sniff out the locale of the of Anna Carraway's home. I don't know what to do. Strange being back here in the I don't know what to do land so quickly, once again. Maybe Sarah Carraway's flat has a clue for us. You never know. I don't love the graphics in the special editions, but they did a great job with the voices. Yeah, I think Monkey Island 1 special edition graphics are a bit of a downgrade. I can't remember the 2. I can't remember what happened with 2. Surely she's got some kind of an address book or something in here, right? Why is this picture in particular of interest? Let me try picking it up. Let me try moving it to straighten it. Let's look in the bedpost again. A copper's half crown are wedged into the blah blah blah, not blah blah blah. Okay, so there's nothing else in there. Part 2 graphics was a bit better than 1. 2 SE was much better than 1 in pretty much every regard. Interesting. 2 already had far more cartoony visuals to begin with. Yeah. Yeah, there's a pretty strong progression from Monkey Island 1 through to Monkey Island 3, getting, like, leaning more into the cartoony style. I think 1 and 2 are quite good, though. Like, the originals, that is. 3's good. I don't like the graphics in 3 as much as the other 2, but I know a lot of people prefer it. You like how the second of the Discworld series with Rincewind technically had high resolution fidelity graphics, but also lost a bit of charm. Yeah, they did, I agree. Would love to Discworld games on GOG. Yeah, I'd love to see that too, Evil Alex. I would love to see that. Personally speaking, 2 is my least favorite Monkey Island game visually. Interesting. Interesting, G. So you would rate them 1, then 3? Or would you rate them like 4, then 3, then 1? Like... I guess I like how 2 looks over 4 and maybe Tails, but I never think of those games. Yeah, that's fair. Monkey Island 4 leans pretty heavily into the not being a good style. It does, doesn't it, Life Force? It leans pretty heavily in that direction. Monkey Island 4 isn't bad either. It just needs mouse support and monkey combat easier. It needs better graphics too, I think. Like, you can tell where they were trying to go with it, but I just don't think either the tech wasn't there yet, or they just hadn't really learnt the tools very well yet. 3 is the best visually. I like the humor best in 1, and then 3. Interesting. Because I'm not even a big retro gamer, generally speaking, I thought the second of those Discworld games looked worse. Yeah, I think you're right, Ace Roy. The second Discworld game did look worse. The third one was pretty great, honestly. The first one was great too. But I think they all looked... I personally think they all looked okay. Escape from Monkey Island is your least favorite grime adventure game, which doesn't say much because there are only 2, yeah. Grim Fandango, and that's it. 1 EGA and Return are probably my favorite visually. 3 after that, then 1 VGA, then 2. Wow. So you put Return pretty high, which is cool. I'm glad to see that. I think Return to Monkey Island does have some pretty great graphics. It's just a lot of people didn't want that stylistic change so much. They wanted something close to 3 or 2 or something, I guess, in art style, but like higher res probably. I have no idea what people really wanted. Haven't played the 3D ones enough to have an opinion. Didn't think it looked like ass, but didn't think it was actually did think it was actually a slight downgrade, yeah. Grim's also better with the re-release controls and anti-aliasing. I didn't mind it with the default controls, honestly. A rather humble room, Watson. What does it suggest to you? If you wanted to conceal something, where'd you put it? Do you believe Miss Carraway to have been indifferent housekeeper? It appears that house cleaning was not one of her strengths. Still, it appears to be more than casual messiness. Excellent, Watson. What do you conclude from the condition of the room? The police made a dog's breakfast for searching for effects, not necessarily, old friend. It is indeed clear that the room had been rather hastily searched. However, there is no indication by whom the search was done. Let us remember that there may be someone else investigating Miss Carraway's affairs. Suggests that acting was not as a lucrative profession, Holmes. Anything new occurred to you? The room has much in it, but little significance, yet you often see where I am blind. We never made any use of the rugby situation, either. We never really got anywhere with that, I don't think. The biggest problem I have with 2 is the digitization process, mangled all the artwork, and they hadn't figured out how to design the artwork within the VGA limitations. They did much better with Sam Max and Data Tentacle. Yeah, they did. You can see the progression in their abilities, for sure. I agree. I got the Grim Fandango remaster immediately, changed to tank controls, beat the game, and gave me an achievement finishing with tank controls. Oh, that's funny. I actually think I preferred tank controls as well. I didn't, I think I switched back and forth a bit, though, so I don't know if I got that achievement. That's interesting that you got that. I didn't know there was an achievement for it. But yeah, I kind of prefer the tank controls, to be honest, in that game. I want to see Sherlock play rugby as well. Yeah, Sherlock playing rugby sounds like a good time. It's down here. Soul and Sword, greetings, good to see you. Where's the part where Sherlock acts like a belligerent jerk to everyone and takes time out to smoke opium? Yeah, I don't know. We haven't gotten there yet. We haven't really gotten there. Pick up the rugby ball. What? Can I talk to these people? No. I need to speak with one of your players. When they've left off practicing, you can speak with any of them. For as long as you like. If you want to watch, stand with those people over there and stay out of the way. Let's see what Watson's got to say. Not a thing? Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm out of here again. I don't know what to do in this place. Doesn't make sense to me. Maybe Belle's Perfumery can help us out with Anna Caraway's deets. People out here touching grass. Yeah. Monkey Island 2. I love Monkey Island 2 graphics, but plus with the voices is my favorite. People know now it was a long time part 3. What? A little lost on that one, Eva Alex, but I think I don't know. Monkey Island 2 is pretty. I do like the era a lot. Yeah. Yeah, you can very clearly see LucasArts' progression from, like, Monkey Island 2, when they, like, first stepped into, like, doing digitized art assets and, like, VGA rendering. And then, like, you can see them progressing from that into the next games, where they've really learned a lot about, like, cleaning up the art when it's imported and creating art that's, like, gonna work better for that technology level. It's pretty nice. Just me, or is the audio desyncy? I just tried refreshing and it's changing resolution. I don't know. My PC is acting up a little bit, so it's possible it's out of sync a bit. Sorry about that. I don't know what to do about it, to be honest. Would you recommend a perfume? Still looking for a certain young woman who purchased perfume from the shop recently. Beg pardon, sir. My mistress don't permit me converse with the clients. If she sees me talking to you, I'm sacked for sure. It's a bit off. Sorry, Aldo. Sorry. Sorry, Rosie. The only thing I could do is restart the stream, I guess. I don't really particularly want to do that. Let's see if we can talk to her. Still looking for a young man who purchased some perfume recently. I'm afraid I don't recall their customer matching your description. If your description changed for some reason, let me hear it again. Okay. Yeah, he has copious amounts of mascara oil in his hair. Is he tall or short? Maybe I should examine the rugby jersey again to understand. I'm going to say he's taller than me. Thin as a rail, I'll say. Okay. I'm going to have to go examine the rugby sweater again, I think. Just pretend it's a fan dub of a foreign language stream. That's right, ABC. That's the way. It looked poorly dubbed. I'm sorry, Rosie. One of those FMV voices. Oh no. What? One of those with the voices of FMV people. This is not that one, no. Oh well. Alright, back to the apartment, I guess. Jeez. We have to wait for the travel time too, which is so annoying. Used to watch Sherlock Hound as a kid. Mind blown to find out it was an Italian-Japanese co-production. I've not heard of that one, Vianod. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Largest jump in art style and quite about everything in LucasArts games is after Zack McCracken. Zack and Maniac Mansion are quite different from other LucasArts games. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, the limitations of Zack and Maniac Mansion may have come from the Commodore 64. I'm not saying they did, but I think that they were built on Commodore 64 originally. So that may be a contributing factor. Right, we wanted to look at the rugby sweater. I forgot what I was examining. Alright. A man's rugby sweater with the colours and insignia of Kensington Rugby Club. The back of the collar is heavily stained with mascara oil and a few black hairs are embedded in the fibres of the wool. Is that it? That's it? It doesn't tell us anything else about it? Text not found. Stepped onto rugby pitch. Yada yada. Right. That's it? A key. That's it. Okay. So many bloody notes! I give up. It's impossible to use these notes. First point and click adventure game was Maniac Mansion on Commodore 64. That must have been a good time, honestly. I would have liked to experience that back then. But I think, like, yeah, I didn't play it. I never played any adventure games on the Commodore back then. Hey, Noodle. Thought Cumberbatch's Sherlock was great in the early seasons, but then it started sucking later on. I think I just enjoyed it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I enjoyed it in general. I think. Pretty sure. It's been a while since I watched it, but yeah, maybe if I went back and rewatched it, I'd have a different opinion, but I just remember basically enjoying that. I thought it was good. Cumberbatch's Sherlock Holmes. What am I to do with this key? What am I to do with these keys? Genuinely ready to just call it a day and, like, not play this game. Maybe I should look up a hint. It's too stilted. Like, the design of this game just doesn't make sense. And it has the same... This suffers the same problem as, like, Discworld games and Simon the Sorcerer games. Where it's like... You have, like, so many locations you can go to. And, like, I may never actually need to go to this location again. Like, it's quite possible I'll never ever have to go back here. But it's staying on the map. And I can go there and waste time there trying to figure out what to do. And the game hasn't dropped enough clues for me to put together, like, what's the next step. So that's quite frustrating, to be honest. I only watched the first few episodes and really liked them. I thought the gimmick of setting it in modern day London was pretty clever. Yeah. I totally would have liked to see it done in the, like, you know, original setting. Like the way this game has done. That would have been awesome too, but I quite enjoyed the modern setting as well. I thought it was quite fun. It was a great time. I remember it was pretty janky to control pointer with a joystick, and Commodore 64 seemed to break up at some point with long and complex gameplay. Yeah. I suppose loading the game wasn't that much easier either, huh? Does this guy have anything new to say? Maybe he can help us. Probably not. What about Wiggins? Let's just go back inside. Maybe I can examine the keys and they'll have an address on them. I don't know. I'm at an impasse here. I don't really know what to do. Let's see. Inventory. Use the ring of keys on the lab table. No point. Yeah. Chair. Typical sitting room chair. The sheen of its wine red velveteen covering shows that it is well used. A dark purple silk dressing gown with a rolled collar is carelessly crumpled on the seat, and the antimacassar requires changing. Okay, right. The doily, I guess that's the thing. We talked about that last week. Alright, let's just try using the chair. Watson's desk. Break front bookcase. I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought Elementary was vastly superior take on the current day Sherlock Holmes. I guess I'll have to watch that again as well. I don't really remember that as much. Didn't stick with me. Maybe I didn't watch that much of it though. I really don't remember. Jiggy. I can't believe it's only 9 o'clock. I feel like I've been sitting at this for like hours. Like way longer than I have been. I feel like it should be like 1 AM. This game is just not giving me any feedback as to what to do next. It's very frustrating. Maybe I should take a moment and do something else. I don't know. Tobacco shop seems like a waste of time. Alley seems like a waste of time. Taxidermy seems like a waste of time. Maybe there's more to do at the theatre. I just can't imagine what that would possibly be. I can't think of anything to do here. I've examined everything. The fact that we can open the box and see the costume jewelry is, like, interesting, but, like, not that interesting. Let's go back in there. Maybe there's something else we can do in there. Do you recall that piece of dried straw that we found, Watson? It was suggestive of a particular type of wide-brimmed hat woven in Panama. Oh, yes, I remember, Mr. Epstein. Would you show me where Miss Carraway keeps her millinery collection? Back here, in the closet, of course. Cumberbatch's show would be perfect if it was set in the old London, not modern. I really liked that special long episode. The best that was set in the correct time. I haven't watched that one, I don't think. That was like a special episode, right? I don't think I've watched that one. I know it exists. Yeah, I should watch it. Let's inspect the cosmetics. Okay, every time I try and pick up something that I'm not supposed to pick up, it, oh, I should have read that. Whoops. Yeah, anyway. Sapphire ring. I'll check the gloves. If there's a ring, it most likely belongs to the company. I won't have you taking it. Yeah, we got to open this jewelry box and do something about this jewelry box, I guess. Filled with all manner of inexpensive costume jewelry. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing in here. None of this is going to be useful to use on the jewelry box. Unless the ring of keys is. Maybe if I take stuff out of the drawers, I'll find something hidden in there. So white flannel cloths neatly in the corner, useful for removing grease paint, theatre and makeup. Large quantity of cotton wool, several coloured pencils, small pot of glue. Modest collection of what appear to be sets of eyelashes to occupy the remaining space. If I try picking it up, what happens? Nothing of interest. Let's try picking up the bottom drawer. Nothing of interest. Okay. Is there anything else worth examining? Okay, bunch of cosmetics, jewelry box, hand mirror, and music box. That's it. The portraits, of course, which we examined. I don't think we're getting anything else, then. It was a fine notion, Holmes, that the ring appears, like so many other objects, to be missing. Alright. Yeah, we got nowhere. We got nothing out of that examination. The extra examination gave us nothing. Favorite part of New Sherlock was Andrew Scott as Moriarty. The character was almost admirable. Really? Interesting. Interesting take. You could also see how he came to the conclusions instead of the weird Mind Palace scenes with random association. I genuinely don't know what to do. Like, I'm getting a bit tired of it. A bit tired of, like, just the no direction, no sense of direction in this. I can understand, like, some people have said that in the chat, like, since I started playing it. Like, oh yeah, this
Have
game...
you thought of blobbling the blah blah blah?
Yeah, I gotta think of blobbling the blah blah blah. That's the problem though, there's so many blah blah blahs to blah blah. How are you gonna blah blah them all? You can't blah blah everything, and then, like, you thought you blah blah everything, but there's like a pixel on a screen with an item that you haven't blah blahed yet, and then what are you gonna do? Blabber it? If you're lucky. I don't know. There was a network error. There bloody wasn't Twitch. You disconnected me, so I had to watch another set of horrible ads when I logged back on. Scammy slaggers, them Twitch. Oh man, Archaos, I'm sorry about that. This game appears to have an impressive map of blahs all over London. Yeah, it's full of blahs all over the place. I just don't know, like... Yeah, a lot of people have said in the chat that they found this game difficult or frustrating to play. And at first, I couldn't see it, because I guess I hadn't gotten into the game deep enough yet. But now that I've gotten to this stage of the game, I'm like, man, it's just so frustrating. Because it's really not giving me a lot of direction. You can see all the locations on the map. I could go to literally any one of them and do nothing. Because, like, there may be nothing to do there. But surely one of these places has something to do. Maybe that thing that I need to do is just, like, talking to Lestrade.
Somebody at the door!
I don't know. Mike's eyes have opened. Yeah, I guess they have on this game. I don't know. It's getting pretty frustrating. Hey, Servo.
Thanks to Paylors and for my sub gift.
Yes, thank you, Pi, for gifting the sub to Servo. Servo, enjoy that radical gift. And thank you for the resub as well. Appreciate that, Servo. Yeah. I don't know what to say. Like, this game needs a little work. Can I talk to Lestrade? Can I talk to the duty officer? Is there something I can do with the stuff in my inventory? Good day, Sergeant.
Good day, Mr. Holmes.
Sergeant Duncan, would you please call Inspector Lestrade up again?
Of course, Mr. Holmes. Inspector Lestrade, please report to the duty officer's desk.
Yes, Holmes? What more can I do for you?
Hello again, Inspector.
Hello again, Inspector. Hello, Holmes. That's all? Oh my gosh. What about inventory give? Give ring of keys to the inspector. No. Let's see. Can I give him this? Give this to him? Give this to him? Oh my gosh! I don't know what to do, man. I really don't.
It doesn't appear as any more coal can be broken off.
Yeah. No, there's no more coal around here at all. This game is so confusing. Like, I just don't know if I have it in me to do another Discworld 1 level of, like, randomly going and clicking around and talking to people for, like, to make, like, 1 minute of progress each week. Like, there were some rough times with Discworld 1, and I just don't want to do that with this game. I really don't. Like, yeah. The problem is, I don't even know how to get a hint for this game. Like, how do you get a hint for this game? Do you just, like, where do you look for a hint? Like, it's so, what's the word I'm looking for? Not ephemeral. What's the word I'm looking for? Amorphous. The game design feels so amorphous. Like, I don't even know what to ask for. Like, what am I really trying to do right now? I guess I'm trying to get the address of Anna Carraway's... Like, how to find Anna Carraway's home. I don't have any guides open yet, Evil Alex, but yeah. That's crazy, Brought Jams. Have you talked to your parents and or doctor about that? We're all adults here. We can choose to have a hint or to compensate for a game's shortcomings. Yeah, I think we might need to. I just don't even really know if that's even the right direction to go at this stage in the game. But hey, let's, I guess let's give it a shot, right? Okay, case of the serrated scalpel. Anna Carraway's her address. Anna's apartment. Talk to Antonio and get... That must be Antonio must be the football player. No. I don't know who it is. Who's Antonio? Antonio Caruso's flat? Who the hell is Antonio Caruso? It must be the rugby field. There's got to be something in the rugby field, because I've not done anything there. Alley, lab test, investigation. Sarah Carraway's flat, Bell's Perfumery, Alley, Southwark Morgue, Scotland Yard, Southwark Morgue, Alley, Chancery Opera House, South Kensington Field. Talk to Coach about the player you're looking for, then talk to James Sanders. When he asks for proof, give him the perfume you got from the backstage room at the Alley. I didn't get the perfume? Eton Dormitory. Proof of death. Okay. So, let's see. Bell's Perfumery. Describe a man wearing macassar oil in his hair. Very tall, uncertain weight, and has black hair. Okay. I tried to be too specific and decided he was rake thin. Okay. Remembers him, can't really help. Ask her for some La Côte d'Azur perfume. And while she is out back, ask the cleaning girl about the player. She'll tell you he smokes Senor Service cigarettes. Go back to the alley. You'll find the body has been taken. Pick up the iron bar before leaving. Talk to the coroner. Yada yada. Scotland Yard. Yada 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 yada. Brass key to open the top drawer and take the opera tickets. Opera house. Okay, so I missed a few steps, apparently. Are there soft locks? I don't know, Herbal. I don't know. Game's pretty open-ended, so unless you know the game by heart and have paid attention to every little detail, it's hard to give a hint. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Antonio Banderas? Yeah, that's the guy we're looking for. No soft locks in this game? Well, that's helpful. I mean, I guess you just feel soft locked because you don't know that you're supposed to talk to somebody in a specific way or whatever. Yeah, I knew that I was not making the right conversation at Bell's Perfumery. I knew that I was getting that wrong, but I didn't really know how to resolve that. I guess it's just brute force your way through it. Is the answer there. In my mind, this game has no soft locks, but it has been a while since. Yeah. I think even if it's got no soft locks, if it feels like it's got a soft lock, it's as bad as having a soft lock. I think. I'm not sure if I really agree with myself there, but I'm gonna stick with my guns on it. Anyway, let's, are we at the perfumery? No, we're not. Let's go to the perfumery now. So let's give our description to the landlady. The proprietor. Okay, let's change our description. Copious amounts of macassar oil. He's tall. Unsure. Color his hair? It's black. I do recall a young man like the one you described. He wore a striped jersey with number on it. I remember because I remarked on it. He said he played rugby at a field near here. I'm afraid I don't recall the number. Okay. I would like to purchase some perfume. Yes, I know the name. La Côte d'Azur. I don't have any in here in the front. Let me go to the back and get some from my stock. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so now we're fully cheating and just taking advantage. So I guess they expect you to brute force that, or I guess they expect you to notice that it's missing. Anyway, I'm looking for a certain young man who purchased yada yada. I remember the man you spoke to my mistress about. It's like my mistress said, he was a rugby player. I don't remember his number either, but I can tell you that he smokes senior service cigarettes. He dropped an empty packet on the floor right in front of me as I was sweeping. What a jerk. She's coming. Please don't let her see me talking to you, or I'll get the back of her hand when you've gone. Here it is. I really must speak to my assistant about keeping these shelves properly stocked. Do I have the perfume now? I do. I guess I just spent some money just for the sake of the investigation then. You're supposed to notice that one's missing, but it's also possible to brute force. Yeah. Yeah, maybe if I was paying a little bit more attention, it would work. Maybe if I wasn't streaming, this game would be easier. I don't know. Alright, so the next step, I guess, is to go here and talk to the coach and mention the service cigarettes. Named James. His family name, man, not his first name. You don't know it, do you? I've got at least a dozen lads named James. The most common name, something something. Alright, what does he look like? Maybe you can figure out what you want. He's tall with black hair and he wears a substantial quantity of macassar in his hair. That barely narrows it down. My boys are all good-sized lad, mostly dark, and they all wear gallons of that blasted oil. It's vanity, you know. I can't tell you. Can't you tell me something more specific? If you can tell me how he dresses, the color of his eyes, or the brand he smokes, then I might be able to help you. He's just jealous he doesn't have hair. Finish talking, man. He smokes senior service. Ah, that would be Sanders. I believe. Very good. Oh my god, the dialogue just goes when it feels like. Come talk to this gentleman and make it quick. Watson, I think the indirect approach might be best. Don't mention Sarah's murder. As you say, Holmes. Yes, sir. These men want a word with you. We need to ask you some questions about your lady friend, Sarah Caraway. I don't have a lady friend. It's against the rules. No women during the season, right, Coach? That's right, Sanders. And I better not find out you've been stepping out with women and breaking curfew. This is a matter far more important than team rules. A crime has been committed. Prove I've been keeping company with a lady, or I'll take back your accusation. I won't have you casting aspersions without proof. I need to go get that perfume now. Gosh. I didn't want to talk to Watson, I wanted to leave. Where's the bloody place? There it is. Kid more orange than Chopin. Alright, let's get in there. Now with relevant information, we move with all due perspicuity. That's right. I've got to use the key to get in. What's all this then? I'm going to take this perfume bottle. I swear I've tried to pick up the perfume bottle before, but maybe I didn't. Hey, Space Hoppercopter, good to see you. She looks like an alien. Really, bloody cactus? Wait, what? Which one looked like an alien? The shopkeeper? I don't know. Oh, the perfume lady did. Okay. I must have missed that. Alright, let's show him the perfume bottle. Inventory. Give perfume bottle. Where'd you get that? From Sarah Caraway's dressing room at the Regency Theatre, and we have witnesses who state you were bought it for her. Is that true, Sanders? Well, no, I know Miss Caraway, but we're only friends. It's my roommate who's gotten her. I bought this perfume for him to give to her, because he had to study for an exam. Ask him yourself. You can talk to him later at our room. We live at the Eton Dormitory on Grosvenor Place, wherever that is. You've got your man, Mr. Holmes. Now please leave me alone. Get back into the scrum, Sanders. We'll talk about this later. Cheers, Gov. Alright, we did it. Finally. Eton Dormitory. I don't feel like I would like to eat a dormitory. Oh, it's you again. Turn up like a bad penny. You've done your damage. Clear off now, maybe no one will get hurt. Whatever are you on about? Don't play the outraged innocent with me. I'm not a complete fool. You knew that spreading tales about me and Sarah would get me suspended from the team. But if you thought you'd make a killing at the bookmakers by getting me sacked, you're as stupid as you are malicious. Everyone knows the team doesn't stand a chance without me. No one will take your bets. Now, get out before I lose me temper. I assume that it is our melancholy duty, Mr. Sanders, to be the bearers of bad news about Sarah. Would you oust us before you've heard it? I've had enough trouble today, and you're the cause of it. I have no use for anything you have to say to me. Now get out! Let's just try talking to him again. Hey, Noru, good to see ya. Yeah, we're finally making some progress, Herbal. I just had to cheat and look at a walkthrough. Oh, I should increment the hint counter, too. I assure you that you misinterpreted the facts. Yada yada, merely coincidental matter.
Mr. Sanders, your lady friend, Sarah Carraway, is dead. And you're daft as well as malicious, I see. Get out before I throw you out. Let's try again. I assure you that you have misinterpreted the facts. We are working with the police on a criminal case. Your own trouble, while regrettable, is merely coincidental to this matter. I may have broken the rules of the team, but I've broken no law. You won't get me with that. Now get out! I feel like I've got to show him something to tell him, like, you know, Sarah's actually dead, man. I don't know what to do. Is there anything I can look at in the room? There's books. Rugby jersey. Trophies. Scarves. Collection of flasks. An uncommonly clean and versatile group of implements suitable for performing a variety of chemical experiments. Amidst the assortment of lab equipment are flasks containing numerous toxic substances such as prussic acid, arsenic, a number of vegetable alkaloids, bisulfate, and oil of vitriol. Use the knife on him and say, see how this is how it happened, and then stab him. Yeah, that'll work. Spray the perfume in his eyes to calm him down. I'm sure that would definitely be quite a calming thing, yeah. There has to be a way here. Yo!
Hey there.
Hey there. Hey there indeed, Crazy Knight. Thank you for the 50 months of support. That's as much as 5 years, at least. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Do you have any facts?
Am I just wrong about an inventory item? Half dozen or so in emblematic school scarves. After a hard-fought and well-played sporting contest, boys often exchange their own scarves for the scarves of their opponents as a mark of respect. An impressive and tasteful selection of sporting awards grace this rough-hewn trophy shelf. The trophies appear of recent vintage, and the name James Sanders is engraved on each one. The size and condition of the jersey suggests a gigantic man who was repulsed by neither grass, mud, nor blood. Its position makes it seem a kind of shrine, either to Rugger or to the person who wore it. Cricket bat. Doesn't look like one. This antique and splintered specimen appears to have some value to the person who hung it hung it in its place of honor. The inscription, 132 not out, 16th May 72, has been etched into the business end of the bat with what looks to have been a white-hot fireplace poker. Interesting. Thank you for the facts, Range Cat. It's great to see you too. Alright, there has to be something I can do around here. I just don't know what. Is there anything else I can look at? Give me a clue. Books. G.L. Fotheringay Phipps. Recently published and given and definitive 4-volume study of alkaloids entitled An Inquiry into Strychnos Toxifera and Curare. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means at all. How do I convince this man?
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Oh wait, I remember from the walkthrough. Right? We gotta get a newspaper from Wiggins. We gotta try and get one first from the newspaper man. But wait, did he ask... It doesn't say he's supposed to ask us for proof? Maybe he did ask for proof. We're working with Scotland Yard investigating Sarah's death. You must believe that so you can help us find her murderer. I don't believe you. Why should I? You've only done me harm. Sarah's not dead. She can't be dead. You can't convince me she is. It happened early yesterday, Mr. Sanders. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Perhaps if I had proof, an official death certificate or... But no, I saw her 2 days ago. I don't know what your game is, but I want you out of here now. Okay, so I just had to keep talking to him before the progress could happen. And now we know what we needed. I just jumped the gun and tried to get ahead early. Now we need to go get the proof. Okay. And that's as far as I read, I think. So I don't know what to do after this. I might just get stuck immediately again. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Jonas, I need a back issue of the Times. Yesterday's early edition. It was the one which named the young woman who was murdered behind the Regency Theatre.
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'm afraid that edition sold out completely. And later editions as well. I have no leftovers lately. Most folks are following the police investigation into this Ripper business, and then... yesterday, the sporting fancy was in a frenzy for any news from the cricket matches in Melbourne. Fourth was bowling, you know. They'll have some issues at the office in Fleet Street, I'll wager.
Thank you, Jonas. I'll take your advice. Wiggins, I have an errand for you. At your service, Mr. Holmes? Go to Fleet Street offices of London Times, find a copy of yesterday's paper, the early edition, mind, and bring it back here. £1/4 ought to cover the trouble. £1/4 will do just fine, sir, but Fleet Street's a long way to go for something I got's right here. You see, this jacket of mine is wearing a bit thin, and the Times is just the thing that'll fill the lining and keep a body warm, sir. Mr. Jonas always kind enough to spare a page or two if he has any left at the end of the day. Would this be the one you're looking for? Yes, my boy, that's just the one. And let's make a crown, shall we? That should be enough to fetch you a new jacket. Oh, good old Mr. Holmes looking after the urchins. Alright, we gotta move. I think I'll save when we get there too, just in case something weird happens. Alright, save. Right, that's how you do it. I forgot how to save for a second. Okay. Actually, I want to look at the paper myself. I want to see what the paper looks like. Look, newspaper. A copy of the Times recounts the death of Sarah Caraway. That's all we get. Give newspaper to James Sanders. Oh, cripes, me girlfriend's dead. It can't be true. She's dead? Who's responsible? I'll pull his arms out, This is Mr. Sherlock Holmes, consulting detective for Scotland Yard, and I'm Dr. Watson. We are trying to find her murderer. We require your assistance. Now can we talk? Good old Holmes exploiting child labor. Yeah. What more can you possibly want of me? Have you seen Miss Carraway recently? Not this past few nights. We thought the coach might be getting wise to us, so we decided to steer clear of each other for a while. She was killed late in the evening, behind the Regency Theatre. Do you recall where you were at that time? I was here by myself, studying for my chemistry exams like always. Was your roommate here to vouch for you? No, he's almost never here. He's always at the lab. But you can't think I had anything to do with it. No. More witnesses just make the events easier to sort out. Well, he knows nothing of it. That's for sure. I kept her a secret from even him. Do you know of anyone who had a quarrel with Sarah? No, I'm sure that I don't. We knew each other quite well, but out of necessity, we knew little of each other's friends. You could ask her sister Anna, or maybe Antonio Caruso, Anna's fiancé. They might be able to tell you something. Where can we find them? I've never been to either of their flats, so I don't know their addresses, but I can tell you that Anna sings at the Chancery Opera House, and I've heard Antonio say a number of times that he spends his free time at St. Bernard's Snooker Academy. Where did you meet with this couple if you never visited either of their homes? We would often picnic together. There was a certain spot near a priory school that Anna always wanted to go to. I gather she goes there frequently. She loves children and likes to watch them play. She seemed especially interested in one lad. Curious little chap. Never joins in with the other boys' games. Anna would talk to him from time to time. Where exactly is this picnic spot? It's just west of here, where Earl's Court runs into the Brompton Road. We would always picnic by the wrought iron fence behind the school. Is there anything you can tell us that you think might help our investigation? All I can tell you is that if you find the one who killed my Sarah, you'd better keep him away from me, or I'll be the one who gets the rope for murder, because I swear I'll kill him. Alright. I think we got some new leads. That's good. Anything else? Oh, there's a specific book over here. Let's look at that book. An isolated book. A well-thumbed, leather-bound copy of Lewis Carroll's The Hunting of the Snark. Have you ever hunted a snark before? Open the book. It can't be opened. Pick up the book. Nothing of interest here. Move the book. Move the book. It can't be moved. Just like this man can't be moved. What more could you possibly want of me? Okay. So... Alright. Let's talk to Watson, make sure we haven't missed any opportunities for investigations. Ah, the digs of youth. When you played rugby in your student days, Watson. What did your dwelling resemble this one? I did not have the means to live this comfortably, Holmes, but my rooms were as happy and busy as these up here. Does anything here lead you to form any new opinions about the case, Watson? I know scarcely enough to formulate an initial opinion, Holmes, much less any new ones. I can only hope that you have observed and deduced much more than I have done. What do you make of that group of toxic acids and alkaloids, Watson? It is a formidable and lethal concoction, Holmes. Nothing out of the ordinary for a chemistry student, I should think. Alrighty. What's the next step from here? We got this picnic site. I guess that's the only way we're going to get Anna's apartment. We got to find this Antonio person. Oh, that's right. The walkthrough did mention something about Antonio, but I've kind of lost the thread. Maybe I can remember later on, or I can go back and look at it, I guess. I didn't close the page or anything. There's a kid in oh, okay. There's a beautiful bird right here. I want to pick up the bird. Nothing of interest. It's very interesting. Look at this bird. It's brilliant. There's also children here, but who cares about that? Oh, look at this bird. Alright, I guess we gotta look. Solitary boy. That's gotta be the one. The boy appears to be under 10 years of age and has a small frame. He is dressed expensively, though he has treated his clothes and cap with more than casual neglect. You boy, come here! Let's try and talk to him. Oh, it can't be done. Look at this spinning boy. Acting from sheer youthful exuberance, or perhaps a result of a bet or dare, the boy twirls and giggles simultaneously, drunk with dizziness and breathless with excitement. A group of younger boys play Ring Around the Rosie. They shout the words, "Ashes! Ashes! All fall down!" Little realizing or caring about the macabre origin of the childish game. Two older boys toss a battered cricket ball back and forth. It is likely that cricket bats are not allowed on school grounds. Many headmasters regard the game as common, and therefore unsuitable for their young charges. Can I talk to any of them? Let's talk to Watson then. The carefree days of childhood are never appreciated at the time and always missed afterward, wouldn't you say? If every child could grow up in such comfort and security as this, Holmes, what a different world this would be. Do you see any detail that might make this spot especially attractive to Miss Carroway? It is a charming picnic site, peaceful, lovely to look at, and bathed by the sound of children's laughter. I can see no other significance to this scene. Entire class is sniffing glue, apparently. I mean, it's the old days. They didn't have much else to do. How shall we win the boy's confidence, Watson? I must speak with him. I'll not speculate about the nature of his connection to this case, but I'm certain he is important. Perhaps we should speak with Miss Carroway's gentleman friend in the snooker player. Oh, right, yeah, the snooker player. We gotta go find the snooker hall. That was unknowingly distant, I guess. I have no idea where it is. Just gonna scan around the map until we find it. Am I just not seeing the new... Oh, there it is. It's right up here in the corner. Couldn't be further away from where we are right now. There's a secret combo here. Oh, really? Really? Captain Bravomon. You gotta go left, right, up, down. And then you gotta press, like, A, B, and start or something like that. Nobby Charlton. Jock Mahoney. Spectator. Barman. Hey, Bork. Good to see you. How am I enjoying the game? It's a little rough. It's a little rough, this one. I decided that I'll take hints on this game because It's quite frustrating. I got stuck a little bit too much in this game. I did persist a fair bit before I decided to take hints, but I don't really want to do another Discworld style no hints playthrough adventure game at this point in time. So, yeah. It needs a little bit of a help along the way, this game. I mean, you know, yeah. I might have given up on it had I not taken hints. Wait, a turkey carpet? Though deep in velvety pile... Wait. Though the deep velvety pile of this once sumptuous floor covering has been worn to a nub, and its rich glowing colours have been dimmed by age, the mud from a million pairs of boots, it gives the room a small faded claim to gentility. Oh, really? Okay. That's how you get gentility into a room. You gotta put a rug in there. Understood. I get it now. I think the sequel is even worse in that respect. Yeah, I may not even bother going right into the sequel with this one. I might just play something else. So I don't want to talk to either of these guys. I want to talk to Antonio. I'm going to talk to the barman first. Maybe the barman has a hint for me. Barman, do you know your clientele? Who can afford to come in here and while away the day? I'm looking for a man named Crusoe. Who frequents these premises. Do you know him? Give me a pint of bitter, please. Let's start with a pint. Very good, sir. And down the hatch. We're finished. 1 pint done. Alright, let's go with that one. I'm looking for a man named Crusoe who frequents his premises. Do you know him? Perhaps, but names and faces are not my strong suit. If Prince Albert himself was to rise from his grave and walk through the door, I regret to say I wouldn't recognize him. My glasses and bottles require most of my attention. Welcome. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. I have anonymous follows on the channel, so feel free to lurk if you would like to, or you can jump in the chat and say hello. Either way, I do enjoy it. I do appreciate, the company. Thank you. I enjoy the company too, let's say that. Might as well. Alright, let's talk to him again. Barman, do you know your clientele who can afford to come in here and while away the day? We cater to gentlemen of leisure, sir. Men of means and great refinement, who take pleasure in the joys of intelligent conversation and a game of skill. Well, let's talk to the spectator. Barman's not being very helpful. Bad news is the sequel has, well, those graphics. What do you mean, those graphics? Doesn't this have a voiced version? Yeah, it does, but it's, as far as I know, it's the voiced version is on the CD-ROM, or perhaps it's only on the 3DO with the FMV stuff. I'm not really sure, though. I haven't looked into it. I'm looking to have a discreet word with a man named Crusoe, Antonio Crusoe. For a price, I can furnish some useful information. A guinea and I'll set you to rights. You drive a hard bargain, sir. I hope your information has value. A half crown is all I'm prepared to pay. I'll find someone else who doesn't hold the information so dear. Let's just do it. There's a smart chap. What I know is that you should talk to Nobby, the bloke what's wearing the billycock on his head. He be the one to tell you what you want to know. Okay, thanks, mate. I gave him too much money for that information. I should punch him in the nuts with my boot. Voices are on CD, but not the rest of the FMV. I don't know, Herbal. I don't know. You're asking the wrong person, because I haven't played with any of the voice acting. It has digitized pictures instead of pixel art, but you actually liked it though. Oh yeah, the second one. Interesting. There's a lot of games that have that kind of style that are pretty cool. I never finished it, but the Dame was loaded. That one's sort of like that. Except that's more, it takes a first-person sort of perspective to the game. I'm told that when a man named Antonio Crusoe plays here, he dominates the tables. Is that true?
If you want to know about the man, say so. I'll tell you all I know for a price. Say a sovereign.
I'm willing to pay a shilling, no more. I'll find someone else willing to give me the same for nothing. That's a bit strong, but I'm in a hurry. Here you are.
Right. You get what you pay for. Ask the chap standing by the billiard table. He can help you find Antonio.
I already freaking asked him! That gentleman just told us you know where the whereabouts of Antonio Crusoe. I'll bet you paid him for that nugget. More fool you. You might as well flushed your money down the loo. I've never been to Antonio's house. Now, you paid us both, and what do you have to show for it? I know where Antonio lives, but I am not going to tell you. I don't grass on my friends, especially coppers and toffee-nosed gits like you. Not even for money. I assure you that the matter I wish to discuss with him is most urgent. Perhaps the police might secure your cooperation if we cannot. The copper's got nothing on me, and you're a fool to threaten me. We'll have to try a different tack, Watson. Let's talk to this jerk. Just throwing money all over the place around here. Case of the rose tattoo, yeah. Bugger off, mate. I'm trying to concentrate. Oh, no. Look here, mate. You're going to have to wait till I'm done. Just give me a minute to line up the next shot, will you, Gov? Go poke at someone else for a while. You're starting to annoy me. Bugger off, mate. I'm trying to concentrate. This isn't going to work, is it? Look here, mate. You're going to have to wait till I'm done. I'm just going to leave and come back. Have you changed your mind about speaking with me? Have you changed your mind about speaking with me? No, I haven't, but I may change my mind about throwing you out myself. Now leave us be. Oak and cedar logs burn hotly. They rest on an iron rack. Okay. I guess I gotta talk to Watson. Hello, ATM machine. I see people are asking about the DOS CD versus 3DO version. As far as I know, the DOS CD only has voices in a couple of cutscenes. Oh, okay. So the 3DO version is the only one that's fully voiced with FMV characters as well, huh? Do you give credence, Watson, to the adage that skill at snooker is clear evidence of misspent youth? I've always admired the man who knows how to handle a cue, Holmes. You know of my fondness for billiards. Kegs of beer, shelves of glasses, small shelf. A tin of cheap lilac-scented talc and a supply of Q chalk have been set on the shelf for the convenience of the players. Let's talk to Nobby again. Look, chum, you'll have to wait your turn like everyone else. Man, this is getting annoying. Saw this spectator again. 3DO version has full voice acting thanks to the FMV video clips that replace the character portraits. Yeah. Hey, Racing the Beam, good to see you. Welcome. When I was a kid, we couldn't free enough extended memory for or something for the portraits. Oh, wow. In which game? I have it on good authority that any chap with an hour to kill can master this game. Is that true? Go ahead and try. If you've got 10 pounds you're dying to lose, then take Jock on. Okay. I'll tell Watson to play Jock. How do I get him to play? Maybe I need to talk to the barman about playing? I don't know. I suspect those two men have more than a casual familiarity with Newgate Prison. Can you tell me about them? Man in Yellow seems a remarkable something. Let's start with this one. Some of the Academy's noblemen, sir. Jack Mahoney in yellow and Nobby Charlton in the hat. Salt of the earth, they are. I allow no rough trade in my establishment. I have difficulty believing that. Perhaps Inspector Lestrade should be informed. By all means, I have a pitiful memory for faces, but if he's a snooker player, he's welcome. The man in yellow coat seems a remarkable character. Is he married? Indeed, sir. To Peg O'Shea, a real beauty around these parts. Dark hair and violet eyes. The whole family's black Irish, as they say, with temperaments to match. Jock's out of the house quite a bit on account of them. This game, animated portraits, if they turn it off, if you don't... Oh, right. It might, yeah, it's probably in the settings. I think you might be right, Sujak. I think I did look at that. Sir, I require a moment of your time. Now! I thought I told you. Perhaps your wife or her brothers should be informed that you are keeping company with a tall, red-headed stage actress who wears Poy de Vie perfume. I don't know what that was. For the love of Mike, keep quiet. You've been spying on me? Not at all. The evidence is all over your person. A strand of long red hair on your jacket, a particular brand of powder on your collar, the unmistakable scent of Pois de Vie. Alright, enough. Can we keep this between ourselves? Indeed, I have no wish to discombobulate your domestic arrangement. I simply must know where Antonio Crusoe lives. I bear him no ill will. Antonio keeps his rooms over on the King's Way, just below Holborn Viaduct. Number 86 it is. Very cozy little spot. Thank you. I trust this information will prove accurate. The O'Sheas sound like a contentious and vengeful lot. You don't know the half of it. I guess we got what we came for then. Spent a little bit of money on it, but hey. Hey, Crazy Nut, have a good one. Thank you so much for the resub again, and take care. Have a good day. You gotta go train. Oh, good luck with the training. Alright, Antonio Crusoe's flat. Let's go. Ah, Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I presume your likeness in Beaton's Annual does you justice? Then I shall send my compliments to Mr. Charles Doyle, the artist. Mr. Crusoe, we are investigating the murder. Mr. Crusoe, we've heard about your picnics near the Priory School. Can you tell us anything about the boy whom Anna showed a special interest? Not really. He's a strange lad, always standing alone watching. I believe she felt sorry for him, poor little rich boy, and all that. Last time we were there, she said he wanted a gyroscope, and that she was going to get him one. I imagine buying a gift for a child who has everything. And did she give him a gyroscope? I don't think so. We know somebody with a gyroscope. It's a poor urchin boy. We'll just steal it from him and give it to the rich kid. Mr. Crusoe, we are investigating the murder. Of course, you're investigating Sarah's death. Tragic event, but I must tell you I'm having trouble enough with her sister Anna. I'm sorry for your troubles, but we are investigating a murder. Yes, that was selfish of me, but you see, I'm worried sick about Anna. I haven't seen nor spoken with her since I read of Sarah's death. You haven't been to Anna's home today, then? Yes, but the housekeeper wouldn't let me in. I believe the old crone when she said that she hadn't even seen Anna. I left my card and came back here. I play the piano to distract myself. Would you be so kind as to tell us the address of Miss Carraway's current residence? It's on the good side of Bunhill Road, number 25, just off Chiswell Street. Not the best part of town, but Anna wanted a house in the grand style, and she got one. Do you have a key? No, but the housekeeper will most certainly be there. She's always there, cleaning and polishing, sweeping, generally making a nuisance of herself. I warn you, however, that the woman is deaf as a post. Knock loudly and long. Thank you for that advice. If you see Anna, tell her I'm nearly prostrate with worry. Do you mind if we look around? I do mind, but I won't stop you. I really don't see how that will help find Anna, or Sarah's killer for that matter. Photo? Beaton's Christmas Annual was the magazine where the first Sherlock Holmes novel, A Study in Scarlet, appeared, with illustrations by Arthur Conan Doyle's dad. Ah, that explains everything. Thank you, ATM Machine. I didn't have that piece of knowledge. Or if I did, I lost it. The most well-known Sherlock Holmes illustrator, however, is Sidney Paget, who illustrated the early short stories that appeared in the Strand magazine. I wonder who these illustrations are by. Oh yeah, Sidney Paget. There you go. That's in my Sherlock Holmes book. See if I can find another illustration in there. Pronounced Paget. Okay. I mean, it could be pronounced however you want until you talk to the person who has that name, and then you say it the way they tell you. There you go, there's one of those illustrations. Guess we can do a quick flick over here. Did I do it? No, I pressed the wrong button, haven't I? There you go. Yeah, it might be Paget. You're probably right. I mean, I don't know. Plate 13. Sir Henry suddenly drew Miss Stapleton to his side. And they're initialed with SP, so that makes sense. I'm sure there's like 13 plates or something in here. Just try and flick through and find another one. There's one. A fight, it looked like. He held the blacksmith over a parapet. Or is it parapet? SP initialed. Anyway. Yeah, I assume there must be some connection to Doyle, the author, but I wasn't sure when it said Charles Doyle and that magazine. I didn't really know the history of that, but I don't know. Maybe I should do some more learning. Whoops, I didn't mean to click. Oh well. Miss Anna Carraway, I presume. What? Yes, that's Anna. Lovely, isn't she? Oh, right, I was reading the description of the photo. A young woman in a bathing costume tests the waters at Blackpool. She is turned toward the shore and appears to be having second thoughts. Her face bears striking resemblance to the murder victim, Sarah Carraway. Right. Books. An impressive collection of European literature, complete editions of Balzac, Cervantes, Flaubert, and yeah, you know what? I don't want to read all these names. We'll just skip this. He's got a good book collection. I'm not gonna embarrass myself by pronouncing all the names wrong. Conventional brass mantle clock. This one is badly tarnished, suggesting that it's either old or poorly maintained. Trophy. Silver-plated loving cup. An inscription rendered in flowery script reads, First place, St. Bernard's Snooker Academy, 1887. Interesting. Crockery. Sazwell Blue Delft crockery. Presumably, the articles are purely decorative because there's no other evidence of cooking utensils or even a gas ring on which to boil water for tea. Pictures. Oh, I didn't click on it. Am I not clicking on look at pictures somehow? On both sides of the elegant oakwood fireplace hang framed portraits of some of the greatest operatic composers of the 19th century, Rossini, Wagner, Bizet, Verdi, and these other people as well. These characters are all quite handsy. They are, aren't they? Okay, same description for these pictures. Let's talk to Watson. Handsome. Very handsome. Flat, is it not, Watson? Do you see any thing that might assist with our inquiries? Beautifully appointed, Holmes. My compliments to Mr. Crusoe's decorator. Nothing appears to be immediately relevant, Holmes. But I have on other occasions mistaken the critical for the insignificant and vice versa. Alright. A plush cushion. A plush velvet cushion has been casually tossed onto the chair. Let's move it. Nothing of interest under the cushion. The chair looks extremely comfortable. Though the cloth is a bit threadbare, a large cushion rests on this chair. Curtains. A lovely set of blue satin curtains. Cases. They must be snooker cases. 2 hard shell leather cases of the type used by players of woodwind instruments. These are scuffed and scratched and appear to have been less well treated. Let's open one. Let's look at it now. What appeared to be an instrument case is in fact a snooker cue case. The lavishly decorated ivory inlaid orange wood cue is divided into 2 pieces, which screw together. Alright. Close the case. Just like we're going to close the case of this murder. At some point. Alright, what's the time? 11. Anna Carraway's flat. Let's go. This case has more unexpected turns than the Cretan Labyrinth. Cretan, not Cretan. Library. House. Door knocker. A heraldic emblem rendered in brass plate serves as a door knocker. The knocker itself looks like the golden shoe of a very small horse or pony. Use the door knocker. I said to knock along and
Wow! Look at the size of those knockers.
yeah, look at that. I gotta do this repeatedly and loudly. Alright, this is not working. Let's use the inventory to use the hammer. We've got an entire hammer here. Let's use a hammer on it. You can't knock with the hammer. Oh, man. All Cretans are liars. Epimenides of Crete. But if he's lying, if all Cretans are liars and he's lying, then he must be telling the truth, but he's not telling the truth, so then... There's probably some way to get in there. I just don't want to think about it. I mean, I guess it's actually current. That's the current step of what we need to do, right? Let's save on this slot right here. And let's call it a day. We'll be back again tomorrow with some more Sherlock Holmes. The case of the serrated scalpel. Maybe we'll close the case. Maybe I'll use more hints throughout the stream tomorrow, and we'll get further along. But for now, I think I'm going to call it a day. So, with that in mind, there we go. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. I do appreciate it. I hope you had a good time hanging out, as much as I have had enjoying playing the game and chatting. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Take care. Good night. Yes, thank you for being here. I appreciate it, everybody. You're all very kind. It was good to see you.